Hello. Oh, yeah, there we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Today is the day we return from being dead. Yes. Apologies for being gone for a little while, but we're back now. So that's what matters. Um, yeah. Unfortunately, we are missing two people today, but we needed to get back on track and get events going for the series. Today we have some big news. As you know, uh, I happen to be a very big supporter of the gays TM. And I wanted to inform you that in kind of a sort of partnership thing, I have donated a pretty large sum of money for a giveaway contest for a gay visual novel on Kickstarter. If you want to go check that out, it's Jock Studio, made by the team that made Camp Buddy and Scoutmaster Season. Please consider joining. Yes, it is an adult 18 plus visual novel, but I support creative endeavors made by and for gay men. So that is my big announcement for today. Let's get into it. Remind everyone who we have here, please. Cast members.
Hey, Rob just got a phone call, but
Oh,
we look at us. It's our big cast of two people. It's me, Casper, who play Gilroy Flarehands, the Satyr Man, and a bunch of other fuckers. From time to time, we also have another person who I'll let introduce himself after his phone call, or I'll do it for him if he takes too long. But we usually also have Christopher. He's got a family dinner right now, so maybe he'll join later, or maybe not. He plays Rook. And then we also usually have Jai, but he's got real life stuff right now, so he's not here either. He plays Torrents of Allah, or Damas. Then we got Rob, but he can talk for himself.
Yay! Yes, hello, it's me, it's Rob. Back at it again with Angry Lady, Elmara, the paladin, in case anyone would forgore. It's been a while, so figured I'd throw it out there. Paladin of being mean. Conquest, actually, but
yeah.
Also being mean.
We've had a few off-screen things that have slightly affected the world. And I would like a summary of last episode. Whoever would like to do it.
We had a big dinner party to celebrate that all was chill and good and swag. And then, as happens sometimes, our kitchen experienced a minor case of demon lords. Two of them, in fact,
casual, really.
who both the Demogorgon and Grass, who both fit, funnily enough, into this one kitchen, without anyone being like, "Hey, why is the ceiling bulging out of place?" But we all walked in there, said, "What's up?" Y'all weren't invited to the cookout, and a fight broke out. At where we found out that everyone apart from the main characters were poisoned and knocked out cold and going me 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 me. We do a little fighting, do a little booling. Eventually, Grass exploits himself to Torrance of Allah as a filthy traitor to his kind. And said, "Yo, let me steal your girl. Otherwise, she's gonna die." To which Torrance of Allah said, "Aye, bruh, sure, go ahead." And then Demogorgon is getting close to Orcus' level of being dunked on every time he appears because he just gets banished and such.
Better than dying,
Oh yeah,
he accepts getting banished.
yeah. Oh, Elamara's grandpappy made a little appearance where he came and was angry and hit things. Um, talking ensued of how did this happen? How did the demon lords invade the premises of our very secure location? How could talk amongst who could be a spy or a mole? There was a slight accusation thrown at Al because he was mysteriously gone. But then, whoop-de-doo, wouldn't you know it, he's hanging from the ceiling, guys, infested with mushrooms. A small little turtle man said, "Nyeh," and escaped the premises scot-free. And then, after doing a really shitty job as an actor for being, the trickster demon lord, someone was found out for faking being knocked out. A certain ass-riding female called Shira. So she was, locked down and chucked some holy water at, and then Fraz went, "Oh, you guys, you found out my prank. Look, there's a camera right there and there and there, and I'm gonna kill you all." And Elamara went to get help as well. So yeah.
Yes, and then I need a brief explanation of what happened on the other side of the planet that has
we
implications.
we fucked around a little bit because there was a long time where none of the players showed up. So me and Chris did a little funny Google Gaga where we were goblins on the other side of the globe in this world. Our lovely DM did not double check the magic items that were chosen. So this one of these goblins had acquired a certain deck. One could say it was a deck of many things, and he got 2 wishes, and with the power
you got
3 wishes. And with the power of said wishes, one demon lord was vanquished, and not permanently, but for a little bit, got dunked on once more. And a millennial-long war between humans and goblins has been ended because we destroyed them with facts and logic, and said, "Yo, guys, we're not demon worshippers. Just look, we're pretty chill." So yeah. So certain the fates were a little bit pissy, but they got over it.
I don't know if they got over it, but they gave you an ultimatum.
They got over it.
Anyway, with that, we will begin with Elamara.
Yay!
As you fly through the night sky over the torch-lit city, the cold winds and light snow buffet you and your wings as you move forward. The wind's chill, stabbing you like knives across your bare skin, blowing off from the Dragon Spine Mountain. Below, in the center island of the city, is the obvious palatial complex. And in the center, a massive building consisting of what appears to be a combination of phytomancy work as well as other beautiful elven architecture sits prominently as a jewel on the largest hill overlooking the rest of the city. Orange leaves, which are falling from the branches ever more bare and ever more covered in ice, cover the ground along with snow. What do you do?
Oh boy, we zoom in. I'm just going straight for the destination. Just going straight there.
Do you choose to land in this spot, or are you gonna land somewhere else?
I guess my question is, do I know where I'm going?
There is a pretty clear open courtyard with several very large buildings, and one that sits slightly elevated above the rest, so
cool.
You can make inferences.
I go to Elevation Land. We're big.
But which part of this big? Where do you want to land? I need to know so I know where to put you to.
I guess on top of these stairs.
Okay, well.
go like this courtyard here.
All right. You land down next to what appears to be two large doors. One of them wooden framed, and the other a massive bolted with iron wrought features, and a large set of supplies sits outside, half frozen. On top of it, you see cats. There are, in fact, a lot of cats around you.
Cats!
Yes, many right here. I want it peeing. Because I'm on the wrong... There we go. I'm on the wrong map. There we go.
Right, yeah, you gotta click like a million times.
There you go. Cats. Here
Meow.
and here.
Meow.
Meow.
Yep. Elmar is baffled by the existence of such creatures at this high of a spot. So she'll kind of blink a little bit, not quite knowing what these things are doing here. But she kind of shake her head.
You want to roll a religion check?
Sure, fuck it, why not? Where is my... Oh, I am bad at this. Where's my religion? Oh, there it is. Jesus. I'm blind. I got a 7.
You didn't repay that good of attention. You don't know what the fuck's going on. You just see cats warming themselves next to the giant fires that are burning. Magic fire.
Oh, you fat with a 3. Nothing.
Oh. Yes. The cat do be a little chunky sometimes, huh?
So which way do you go? There are 2 doors.
Good question. I will go over... Assuming this is a door, right?
Which one? Yeah, that's a door.
Yeah, I go over here and just knock, knock, knock. Kind of rubbing the arms a little bit and doing little shivers.
Who is it?
Yeah. And kind of looking around. I'm coming to report a demonic incursion.
Door
It's
flies
casual.
open. A what?
Yes, over at the... What's his last name again?
Ventress. Sudius Ventress is the name of Dampmoss's stepdad, yes.
Yeah, over at the Ventress estate. There's a demonic incursion. I bring evidence. Wait, shit, did I bring evidence? Is in my inventory? I hope I did. I hope I thought of this at the time. Rod doesn't know. Vile fissures, metal snake, everything about Blaine's patron. Forgot I had that. Nope, I didn't bring any evidence. Okay, cool. Yeah, there's a massive incursion over at the estate. I come here to report it. Hey, and to seek help.
In front of you, you see a young male adolescent elf with bright green skin who is staring at you and he kind of looks almost out of sorts as his eyes have gone wide and he isn't quite sure what to do with this information. You can clearly see he's out of his element in this moment.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I don't blame him.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So how bad is this?
It's multiple lords and how does one even explain stuff like this, to be honest? It's multiple lords and their lackeys, and it's unfortunate that I can't really give much more of an explanation. I just need someone to come assist. show. Oh wait, I don't know. I'll show him like the kind of the some of the remains of the ichor on my weapons and my in the armor, because there's I know for a fact I did not shower before coming here.
Yes, he stares at the black, vile, tenebrous liquid, and then throws, instinctively almost, how she reacts to this is up to you. He throws a vial of holy water onto you.
That shit gonna hurt, chief. Oh, we don't do that, son. Gonna. I guess that could save the dodge, right?
Why would it hurt you? It shouldn't hurt you.
Holy water, a devilkin.
That doesn't. No,
right.
I remember the rules. That's not how it works. Unless you're an actual fiend, you just because you're tiefling, it doesn't do anything.
All right. Well, her instincts would be the dodge anyway, but she's got like two decks, so.
You can do it, but I do warn you that does make you could roll the dodge. That does make you sus if you do dodge. Very sus indeed.
Not a lot of people want water in their face, though.
True. That is true.
Yeah, I'll roll wisdom. Rob can't decide. Okay, cool. Yep. She's more baffled by this guy's audacity than anything, so it just lands right on her.
Okay. Come on. You're not a demon.
Fair enough. Yep. Just go trot on forward.
All right.
Sorry, I don't know the procedures to this. What am I supposed to be doing right now?
We gotta go tell the Lord. He is going to escort you straight to the throne room.
Oh.
As you walk through magnificent hallways. Revealing things on the map sometimes. Come on. Come on.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
There we go.
Oh, am I supposed to be zooming out? I am supposed to be zooming out. Cool. There we go. Okay.
Alright, you are escorted into a massive room filled with a long banquet hall, large statues. The smell of flowers is almost overwhelming as you enter the hall. At a large ziggurat in the center, which is clearly very ancient, you see seated upon a central throne, his legs thrown over the side, a pair of glasses on his face loosely, reading a tome, is a person you recognize as not being the most friendly. And another person, a blonde woman, who you also recognize from the gate, is also here.
Mm-hmm.
And beside...
Rob has no clue who this person is.
It's Palmithus, you.
No, the one on the throne. Down.
That's the Lord.
It's Ravarshi, it's Farron's brother.
Got it. Google.
My lord! Can't you see that I'm busy? What could it possibly be at this hour? He says, slamming his book shut. Palmithus, this is when Palmithus will receive the message. Make sure that she doesn't bring back any help. Distract.
I have to think on that. Yeah. Does this guy continue to speak? This guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Sir. There's a demon lord incursion in the city. A demonic incursion in this city. That's impossible. We literally... He slams the book down on the side of his chair as he stands up, his tail swaying as he does so. I literally checked the wards last week myself, unless somebody purposefully tampered with them. There's no way. But he'll motion you at you, pointing.
Yeah. I'll step up and go to present the ichor and such that is on myself. How thorough was that holy water drenching?
It's only a vial, and he was aiming for skin, so it wouldn't have washed away all your stuff. No.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
However, it is now running onto his carpet, but that's a different problem.
That's a problem for not me and for not now.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll say, my lord, I'm currently infested with the liquor. If you wish to inspect yourself, I say, holding up the weapon. And at this point, Pally will kind of look at the Lord to see if he's legitimately interested in doing such a thing, or if he's not. Which does next will depend on him.
He'll raise an eyebrow distrustfully. Oh boy, one of Farron's lackeys. Fine. He'll start walking past an Orca guard, kind of swaying as he does so. Clearly having his doubts, passing who he believes to be Ariana and approaching towards you.
Yeah, she'll attempt to politely interject when he gets down here.
Yes.
Says, sir, let me inspect. You gonna whisper in the ear. You knows what that stuff might actually be. Wink.
Roll me a persuasion, a deception, please.
I gotta open up her dumbass sheet. Wrong one. This one. Yeah. Just a few mementos. There we go. Okay. Sheet. Deception. Oh boy, I forgot you have a 0 on this. No, actually, that's not terrible.
Now, does he believe you? Yes.
Yay!
All right. Ariana will inspect your clothes. If she finds evidence that there is truly a demon attack, we will send way. Even as annoying of a brat as he is, I can't let my brother die. I have more to humiliate him with. He'll sit on the steps, looking towards you expectantly.
Yeah. Elmar has no real qualms with Pally, so she's not gonna say anything. Yep, go and inspect. No. Jesus Christ, now I have to talk to myself. Das!
Yeah, you do. Wow, it's almost like that's what I gotta do all the time.
I'm a player. I'm not supposed to be doing any chitties. No, but I don't want to play the game. Yeah, she'll go up and just do some inspecting. Like, ooh, yeah, ew. Okay, well. So, you vanquished something. Vanquished something, that's for sure. Yes, it's what I know it sounds hard to believe, but it is what I have said it already is. It's Ichor.
I think it's Ichor too. He said, interjecting.
Oh, yeah, this could be some sort of devil Ichor. It's demon Ichor. And how it could be some devil Ichor. It's demon Ichor. It could be. What must I do to prove this to you, woman? Here. Oh, I have an idea. Hey, look, we have a way to test for this type of stuff. Wink.
We have the Arcanium, but it shuts.
Perfect. Thank you. Here, let's get you over to your Arcanium and make sure that this is all legit. What you say it is, because if it is, and it's really embarrassing for the city and might cause a panic, maybe we should handle this between ourselves. Start walking.
It doesn't matter if it's embarrassing for the city. Ravarshi does interrupt as he overhears that. It would be a safety hazard. And I care foremost about the safety of my people, even if the peasants are idiots and constantly just go to the Arcanium.
Can we not just drip some on the flowers, my lord?
And ruin the royal flower, like literally he doubles his head and neck back to like Urzoth right now.
Urzoth cocks her head and says, well, if we have a demonic excursion, wouldn't you say that takes precedence over your flowers, my lord? Would you tell the people, I'm sorry we didn't help?
You're right. Sorry. You can pick a flower and try it.
No, my lord, are we seriously going to start bending the knee to anyone who says demon?
That's also a good point. Urzoth, I don't want to look weak in front of my subjects.
Well, I really don't see the issue if there's a group of plants right beside her. Can she not just drip some of the blood there? We'll see if it makes the flower go all weird as it does when demon blood hits living matter.
Why don't they just go to the Arcanium and do it to the experiment already?
Because, my lord, I'm not trying to go against you. I'm just saying, if there's an actual, pointing to you, Elamara, case of demons within our walls, I would rather be able to deal with it quickly and squash it now, rather than take the time to go to the Arcanium, find a person there that can take them to the experiment, for them to drip out and find out something we could have figured out just now.
Yes, well, it's logical and such. Now, what if what is actually on this woman is not demonic ichor, but some sort of, let's just say, Rob doesn't know the real word, so maybe that's going to be out here. A type of poison that reacts to, that turns into like a gaseous form upon hitting organic matter, or a certain type of organic matter. What would that be called?
Well, I mean, if it was sublimating, that would have already, considering you're dripping some of it into his carpet.
Yeah, but like certain.
I mean, if you could say living matter, I mean, I don't know. I'll think about it for a minute, but you see him kind of rub his beard as he thinks.
Yeah, at least we could do this in a area that is able to vent itself, or at least a safe enough area, like a laboratory or an arcanium.
I would agree that the safety risk is too high to do it here in the throne room. It would kill all of us if there is something wrong.
What do you... Earthsod's gonna look at you, Elamara. What do you think? You've brought the problem to us, so...
Obviously, I have to try to remember if Romar knows. No, she thinks that they have a little bit of time. So, yeah, she would, say, I am of... whatever gets results, she'll say.
Alright, I also wouldn't want any of my precious kittens to get hurt. He picks one up and pets its head, kind of nuzzling it. So cute. Let's go.
Should we send some guards just in case?
You can send a few just to confirm or deny the story, but...
Yeah. Aren't we going to do that depending on what the results of the... Come on, Urzoth, why are you leaving me alone? Like...
I was just saying, my lord, as the captain of the guards, shouldn't have to send a small squad in case this is correct. And
Yes,
they're
we
already
can
there.
send a detachment.
Very well.
Yeah. Oh, my lord, let me do that. I run. So Pally runs. Paladin is an Ariana run.
Okay, so what do you do to cause more mischief?
I send a single person out to the castle.
You send a new recruit.
Do you send
the
Twink
laziest,
Boy?
fattest fuck I know.
Oh, the laziest one? Okay, you don't send Twink Boy. Fair enough. That's fair enough.
Cool, but that's gonna keep Pally out of the scene for at least a little bit.
Ravarshi unlocks the door to the Arcanium. Inside, you find a beautiful room filled with a massive bookshelf going floor to ceiling, full of arcane tomes, a teleportation circle. The room is dark until Ravarshi claps his hands together, bringing an instant flooding of light into the room, where you see a large chemistry set, some areas to be practiced on, and in the center of the room, a giant, beautiful flower. Ravarshi will look at you. Alright, so, he quickly shuts the door as he sees a cat trying to get inside. No, you can't be in here.
That plant looks familiar.
Indeed, it should. It is from the jungles of Tien. It is a man-eater of sorts, he says, staring at his fingernails.
Out of character. This guy hates Farron, right?
Yeah.
He does.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I remember one got its grips on Farron this one time. It was pretty hilarious to see him panic.
He is an embarrassment. He panics far too easily. His anxiety is... well, it's the death of basically everyone. That doesn't matter. Prove your claim.
I don't know how to use this device. Blake.
Ask?
Yeah, he's looking at you. He's not saying anything.
I don't know how to use
He's
the
tapping his
device.
foot, just waiting. He's not gonna
Does
answer.
My lord. If we have demons within our walls, this is not time for you to be...
I don't know how to use this device. Can someone... Yeah, I look over to the lady. Could you please...
She kind of puts her hand up like is her and be like, I'm sorry, this is the Lord's expertise, so he will have to show you. This is not time for you to be...
She should know how to use it. She's a noble.
Don't be a smartass right now, my lord. If there's demon within our walls, we really need to get this going.
Drop the blood onto the center stone.
Yeah. I look at the stone, and I'll kind of climb on and rub some of the ichor on it.
As you rub the ichor on it, the crystals that surround you appear to light up in dark purple, lime green, and various other colors. Principally the purples and the greens of the abyss. The sickening colors dance and wave in front of your eyes. I need a wisdom throw from everyone who's watching this.
Saving throw?
Yes.
Plus 12. Is anyone within 10 feet of me? Because they will get the aura.
I mean, I got a 7, so I don't think it matters.
What does the aura give?
+5 to the saves. So all saves.
Urzoth, you do not make it. Ravarshi makes it. Amara, you have not rolled.
Oh, it says on my thingy that I got 26.
Okay, fair enough.
There we go. Swap dice.
All right, Urzoth,
What's
you feel in the pit of your stomach a nausea unlike anything that you recognize as you look into the non-Euclidean geometries of the gems and feel the colors within imbibe your soul with sickness. The taint.
Pukes on the floor.
Oh, Ravarshi kind of just says, and he'll gently place a hand on Urzoth's back.
I fucking hate this machine.
Well, she tells the truth. This is demonic. Clearly.
Yes, it's from a recent attack. I don't know how or why or who let them in. But I'm willing to assist in those investigations later, but please, we have to get people over to the mansion.
Absolutely.
Has the situation been dealt with? Or is it still an ongoing combat?
As far as I know, the fighting has ceased, but it doesn't mean that they won't plan for another incursion, or worse yet, it was only what I dealt with was only the beginning.
Would you call and check?
I have no means of doing so.
Don't have a sending stone?
Oh my goodness.
Ravarshi.
Ravarshi.
Out of character. No, wait, please.
I was gonna say you do have a sending stone, my dude.
Oh, okay. Well, I have one to my wife, but I don't know what the other one goes to because I'm stupid. I didn't label
Well,
it.
did you get their sending code? I mean, they work like we've established they basically work like cell phones a little bit.
Oh, okay, cool. 1-800. What other characters do you play that's over there? That would have a sending stone.
Gilrock?
Cool. 1-800 Gilrock.
Okay, so for time management, Dusk, is this now after? Yeah, because she left right after. Okay.
You are currently in the middle of probably
that's good,
fighting Fraz.
Yeah. So you get the call going, fucking help, please! Oh my fucking Christ! Fraz is here! Fraz will try her! Hangs up.
Can I put that bitch on speakerphone?
They would all hear it. They're always on speaker.
Yep. Cool. Then they'll understand why I'll just start booking it from the door.
Is there a window here?
Yes.
Where?
Oh, okay. I'm going out the window.
Where's the window?
The windows are here. There's 2 windows.
Okay, Urzoth jumps through the window.
Yeah, crash.
It's just
always fucking.
You hear Ravarshi also following as he says, "That's tempered Songyanese glass."
That doesn't fucking
He
matter.
can't help
right
himself. You're probably
Alamara,
right, but this is an old building.
Alamara, can you carry me? I can't fly.
You're gonna. Do you carry both of them?
Can't
Good thing I
Ravarshi
have
get
this
wings?
fucking 25 strength. Yes, I can, baby. I flex. But yeah, I'll carry them both.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
As they're going like above the air or something, he's just shouting at the bottom. Get every every available man to the Ventress mansion right fucking now.
All right, here we go, baby. Here we go.
So, Polly knew that she was never able to actually stop the hard evidence from going through. So she would instead stall by delaying the gathering of people and causing as much confusion as possible.
I need you
just to poor leadership.
I need you to roll luck to see how well you're able to cover the fact that you're intentionally being incompetent.
Yeah. Well, how do we roll luck in your game?
D100.
Okay, cool. And low is good?
Yes.
Yep.
Or low is bad? Awesome.
Low is good.
Get a
Like Call of
get a
Cthulhu. Fuck!
Get a 1 go. What'd you get? It didn't
I
come
can't
through.
see.
34. Oh, really? You can't see my rolls?
34 is pretty decent. You're not obvious. It would take an investigation to be able to tell something's up, probably.
Oh, okay. I saw that. I was like, damn it, she's actually good at leadership.
34, or did you say 94? I just want to be clear.
34.
Okay, okay, you're fine. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I thought that meant like, oh no, oopsies, I'm good at leadership.
No, it
Oopsie
means
doopsie.
you get lucky in whatever you're trying to do. So what your goal is accomplished.
Yay.
All right, Casper, hit that horror.
Oh, shit. I gotta do that now? Damn.
Damn, I don't get to play the game. None of my characters are here.
How long until fucking Swagflicious pulls up? You reckon?
It'll be a
She's
couple
going
rounds
crazy.
at least, and Fraz has his ways.
Can he stop time?
No, he does not have an item on him that will let him do that.
Fucking.
Does got any sheets you want me to control just to help this out?
You can pick. Who do you want?
I'll pick Blaine, the characters that Jai and Chris play.
All right. So
That'd be Laren, Rook, and Damp Moss.
Cool.
Well, Rook isn't in the room, but Farion is in the room. So if you can do Farion, Laren, Damp Moss.
Okay.
He can't control those sheets though, or he can't control Damp Mosses at least.
Yeah, I think you'd have to trade them up for me.
Oh.
I'll do Damp Moss in that case.
He can't roll from that. Bow, bow.
I'm sorry, who? What was the name of the character again?
Farion, Laren.
I'm not seeing it here.
Okay, if you can't find Farion, I'll fix some of this myself. Don't worry about it. I'll figure it out.
I'll do it myself.
You can also take Isco if you want.
You gotta be him.
Okay, I could take Farron.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Is it initiative time?
It is initiative time. From going back to what we described last time, from the cloud of smoke as you poured the holy water on Shira, the intimidating form of a massive gargoyle rises, his smushed nose and corpulent figure imposing over all of you. Large, bulbous tumors sprout from his neck, and his massive claws at the end of massive ape-like arms extend outwards. A forked twin beard emerges from the downside of his face. Well, I guess acting's over for now. Time to get to the real fun. Right.
I can play Laren, by the way.
Cool.
How do you control NPC sheets?
You just gotta claim the sheet on the campaign tab.
Campaign.
If they're not in the top part, then they can be claimed. If they're in the top card, you can. So you can get Farion.
Where is the
Farion? He's right beneath Bastet. So first row, 5 down. Under unassigned characters.
Gilrock, what's your dex?
Mine?
Yeah.
4?
Okay, yeah,
Plus
your
4?
grandpa beats you in initiative.
Damn.
Can't claim. Maybe because I can't have too many characters.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Okay.
We'll deal with.
It'll
I'll figure it out.
Alright. Who's playing Saga?
I don't know.
Because they're there as well.
Everyone's
I can
here.
do it. I can do it. I'll be all of the people.
Do you still have do you still have a DDB on the subscription?
Yeah.
Me?
That's probably why, yeah.
Yeah.
I have to for this campaign.
No, I'm talking to.
He's out of characters to have on D&D Beyond's probably why. You can't
Yeah.
claim any.
I know.
Motorcycle.
Which I don't blame him. I would have stayed that way if it wasn't for the fact I needed to. All right. Here we go. Fraz is up. All right, Gilrock, get bitten.
Nibbled.
Nat 20. Oh yeah, I think. Come on.
Just immediate. Open up. Get crit. L.
He isn't gonna fuck around.
It hasn't rolled for me.
I got a nat 20. I can promise you.
Well, actually, you didn't. Silvery barbs.
Doors, bones.
All right. Why isn't it showing up? That's weird.
I don't know.
All right, I got a 25. That'll still hit you.
Yeah, that does hit me. Yeah.
15 piercing.
Ow.
And then he's gonna punch you.
Okay.
25.
Yeah, that hits me.
You can see you're on low health. He's making a logical choice.
How can he see that?
Because you're injured.
By the way, Saga got a 14 initiative.
Gilrock, I believe you
Yeah.
are downed. You take 19 damage.
I take 19 damage. Oh. I fall to the. I have been vanquished. Oh, you just rolled Saga for me? Okay, that's fine.
I adjusted it based off of what you told me. I had to roll it to get it to show up.
Okay.
Yep. The other fist, he is gonna aim straight for who after you is the most dangerous target in the room. Obviously he knows who it is, but he has a different way to deal with him. Fist coming straight for a Debon. 23 to hit.
Silvery barbs from Laren.
Who
Give
does
advantage to himself.
35
And-
off of
And
this.
I give an advantage to Dampy. Yeah, that hits him.
A Debon, you take 24 damage. Alright.
Okay.
Bagwell, it's your turn. In front of you, you see the hulking form of Fraz bite into Gilrock's shoulder, drawing blood, and then punching him stone cold out, flinging his body across the room.
And Devin thinks, oh boy, he got him. He's gonna. Who would be good to cast that on?
It's Bagwell right
Yeah,
now.
fuck it, sure. Yeah, I know, but fuck it, sure. He's gonna cast haste on Laren. First, and then what can he do for bonus action? And then he's gonna give himself 10 temp HP. And then he gonna go and run over here. And get behind cover behind this table.
Okay.
That's his turn.
Alright. Stand deep. Luckily, he has flanking, so he can do his sneak attack.
I mean, he's got friendlies within 5 feet anyway, so. Damn, I got punted all the way over there. Shit.
He hits Fraz with the flail. Now I got a sneak attack. Really?
You can sneak attack with a fucking strength weapon. Oh boy.
Alright. Obviously he's gonna choose to make that acid damage so it can hurt him. Alright. That's a total of 16 plus 12 plus 18, so 30 plus 46 damage to Fraz from Santeem. There he goes.
Nice.
Saga.
She gonna go chitter and go what, and she gonna do a yeah, fuck it. 5th level cure wounds on me. So let me just roll that. So it's this plus 12. Okay, I got 34 HP back.
Alright.
Give me a sec as I give myself that. Play changes. Does he have any cool, wonky bonus actions? Bonus action, spiritual weapon beside the boy. And Rob, when you summon it, do you also get an attack, or do you just summon it?
When you do a summon, it normally gets its own initiative. Oh wait, it's on a spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can take it.
Okay. Okay, so she has a plus 11. A spiritual weapon doesn't get flanking, does it?
It benefits does not give, at least in my rules.
Nope.
Okay, doesn't for you? Cool. Down an 18 will hit.
Meets beats, right?
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
It means only.
So yeah, it hits.
Swag. So this plus 5 then. So 10 force damage.
Pitiful.
She goes at him.
Alright, legendary action from Fraz. Tail time. He does not want someone here to be able to do what they're gonna do, so, and you're a cripple. So he is gonna attack a Devon.
What's a Devon gonna do? What you mean? Devon can't do anything.
26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits him.
You are restrained, and you take this damage.
Okay.
17. 8. Eye's turn. If it'll load. That's so weird that it's not showing up. Alright. Trident. 1. Right, that does not. Pain. Figure out what he should do. Second trident. Wait, no, that other wrong one. That hits. Wee. 9 damage. And plus 3, 12 damage. Pitiful. Can you do anything against a god? Alright, Ty will hiss at him. Fraz, Gonna use his legendary action to prevent himself from being melee whopped by your grandpa, because he does not want to be. Bonus action. Gilrock, as you come to, you see Fraz holding... Well, everyone does, but I'm specifically targeting this at you. You see Fraz holding within his hand somehow, almost daintily despite the massive size of his forearms and claws, a sprig of what appears to be orange-leafed herb that he holds in his hands with a menacing grin spread across his face. Whoever wants to can roll me an Arcana check.
Not 20, baby.
Farron, roll Arcana.
It's a piece of my grandpa.
14 in total. He's a little silly.
Well, Farron has an education, so he benefits from that. Farron knows that it's part of the Feywild, but Gilrock, you can feel it in this DNA. This has some sort of significance. Can you do anything to interrupt him?
I mean, what is he doing? Is he
He's about to
casting a
break
spell?
it.
Yeah, but is he casting his spell, or
He's
reactions
using...
can't really do much about him squashing a piece of a branch in his hands, you know?
It will cause a spell effect of sorts, but you don't know what. Probably.
Well, it's not... I can't really do much. If it's a spell effect, I mean, Devin will try and counterspell it.
What level?
5th.
Alright,
No, 4th.
do the thing. Do the roll.
Mm-hmm. This is succeed. Farron will also like to counter.
What level spell is it that's being done?
Level 7.
It's level 7, so if he casts it at a 5th, that's a 14 DC? Or how's it work again, Rob?
The DC is 10 plus the spell level you're trying to counter.
Yeah, okay. So 17.
Yes.
And then it's an ability check, or is it just a raw thing?
Raw casting ability.
Yep.
Well, the ability is Farron used for his uses intelligence, I think.
Yeah, so it's yeah, okay, so it would be an intelligence roll then. Which can be used Flash of Genius on if I need it. That's that's 23. Counterspelled boyo.
Don't even.
The twig does not snap as Fraz kind of stares in disbelief.
Devin snaps his finger at it. While in his fucking tail, like, with his one arm just...
You dare do that to me? His eyes actually appear wrathful for the first time. This is no longer just child's play, as Victor seems very much relieved in that moment. Victor is going to roll the hit. Alright. Fraz, why you no dodge? Fraz, please.
Fraz, you suck ass. It even rhymes.
He's going to take half of this anyway, because Victor does fire damage, but let me see if he rolls the save.
Oh, I never rolled Farron's initiative because I'm stupid as hell.
Fraz takes a quarter of that, so he only takes 21.
Not to say he's under surprise condition.
Yeah, we'll just say who.
Oh no!
Rook is still just sleeping in his tent, I guess.
And it's gonna stay that way too. Farron, since we didn't go.
Oh, okay, cool. I can take a turn. Alright. That takes a minute. And I mean, all these fire spells against the Demon Lord.
He has Elemental Adept.
Elemental Adept.
Yeah, it only brings resistance. It's not immunity, unless you changed it.
This guy isn't immune.
He's not immune. Fraz is a demon, not a devil.
Okay. Who here hits the hardest?
Depends.
Most damage? Probably,
Yeah.
not gonna lie, with this necklace, Damp. Damp or
Damp?
Lyra, one of those two.
Okay, cool. He was going to hit Damp with the haste spell. Do you have twin casting by chance? Arcane Edition. Oh, no. Oh, he's divination. Oh, I gotta roll my fucking d20s. Okay, cool. I'm gonna roll this after his turn, but that's all he's going to do for his action. Is anything can he do as bonus action? Division, blah 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 blah. None that fucking matters. Telekinetic. Ah, he's going to attempt to shove Fraz. He needs to make a DC whatever the fuck strength save.
Okay.
DC 19 strength save or be pushed. By
He
telekinesis.
nat 20s. Fraz looks at Farron with pure, unadulterated. The smirk returns to his face.
Homophobia.
Yes, unadulterated. It is homophobic. It is a homophobic glance. Very homophobic.
You look at him and he goes, ugh, gay.
Is he within punch range of Fraz?
Farron?
Yeah.
From
what you could tell from the attacks he launched so far.
Kind of, but he'd need to reach over a table, and Farron's short, so it would be a struggle.
Cool, alright, Farron's gonna go out the door.
Fair enough.
I mean, the door's open. He does better at a range. Oh yeah, there's no door anymore. That's right. Demogorgon burst a hole in the wall.
There's also a fucking hole in the wall right here.
Cool. Farron's gonna go. Is this corner safe?
there's a semblance of wall. Like, yeah, that's safe.
All right, cool. He's gonna go there. And end his turn.
Alrighty then. Did anyone roll Damp Moss's initiative?
No.
Oh shit! He needs to be in counterspell range. I'm sorry. I'm gonna put him. I'm just gonna put him over here instead.
We can't go into Damp Moss's sheet.
Yeah, you're right.
We can't access that.
You gotta stop wilding.
Boy, you wilding.
Been a month. I am lacking today. I'm sorry. Damp Moss is next.
Wait.
I don't know what he has on his sheet, so
I can do it. Let's do it. Okay, so first we gotta do a little bowling. So give me a intelligence save from Frazzy.
easy.
Oh wait. I gotta roll my portents.
20.
Whoa.
Fraz got a 20.
Wait a second.
20?
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, these rolls aren't gonna help.
That's too damn bad.
You can use them against Fraz if he wouldn't crits again.
He's got a 10 and a 17.
He takes this damage, psychic, and he needs to now retract a d6 from every attack roll, saving throw, etc. that he does.
Legendary resist.
Okay.
Wait, was that the synaptic static?
Yeah.
That's an AoE.
That's an AoE.
You hit everyone else.
You would hit every.
Oh, it is each creature. I thought it was creature that he could pick.
We're gonna just nuke to the party.
Well, it's a small circle, so let's say...
it's a fireball. It's not small.
It's 20 foot. It's fine. Sandeep also needs to make the save.
Not Ty or Laren?
No, because then he'd pick... No, he's making it so it only hits Fraz and Sandeep.
Really smart move.
My brother in Christ, it's that or everyone. Boom, flash of genius. He made it. He made the save, so he also takes half damage. He takes 12 psychic damage. He'll be fine.
It's fine. That's all fine.
And then, fuck it, I'ma do it again. Nah,
Sandeep looks around, shooketh.
Sandeep bleeds a little from his nose, but he'll be fine. You know, our boy will just go like here. And then we do give me a deck save, baby.
What, Fraz? Come on. 10.
10, so he takes... Let me see. Let me just make sure that I got that right. So, for you, so that's... He takes this lightning damage. Because of the lightning bolt. Bzz.
He resists, so he'll take half.
He has elemental adapt. So no, he don't.
Fair enough. Sorry. Alright, Gilrock, you're up. Well, first, actually, let's see. Who does he want to... This is becoming annoying for him. Hey, Bagwell, make me a wisdom save.
How can he see me? Bagwell's under the table.
Oh, I thought you said
Bagwell's
you were just behind the table, not
Yeah,
under.
he's in cover.
Oh, wait, no. Fraz has true sight. Doesn't matter.
You can't see through solid matter with true sight.
It's not solid. You're under a table. A table has an under.
The table has been flipped. I said he took cover behind the table. Last combat, table was flipped. And Bagwell is like 50 centimeters tall. Not really. He's very short.
I will look at this in a second, but I'm gonna give you this for now. Alright, let's see. Laren, give me a wisdom save, please.
Okay. Does have advantage on this. Let's see. What's the first one?
14.
The first was 14. Does a 21 make it?
Nope.
Oh well.
Alright. Laren, you are going to take... 22 psychic damage, and you are now frightened of Fraz.
Okay.
There we go. Alright, Gilrock, it is now your turn.
What was it, 22 psychic damage?
Yep, 22.
Okay.
Brain her.
Brain go ow. Okay. I grab my rock. No wait. I already have the rock. I go whistle to make my fucking gargoyle start coming back here. He acts after me. Fuck, I gotta get that she up as well. I gotta get my gargoyle back, boy. Gargoyle.
He emerges.
Indeed. Blah, blah, blah. Was it a special kind of gargoyle? I can't remember.
Giant four-armed.
Okay. Giant four-armed gargoyle. 5e. There we go. Give me that. Give me his ass in here, boy. And then he goes whistle whistle. And then give me that intelligence. No, give me a wisdom save from Frazzy boy. Or charisma save, actually. Give me a charisma save. For favor.
17.
Ah, banished.
Legendary resist.
Oh no! And then bonus action, I'm gonna heal myself, bruh, cause I win. I got pain in my asshole. There, and then it's my gargoyle. Oui, oui, oh.
Yes.
Yes, he go over here, and then go over here. Because he does have that movement, and then he do 5 attacks. I'm just gonna roll. Do I have anything with that addition in it? I'm just gonna roll acrobatics because it has the same add-on. So that's 26 to hit, a 21 to hit, oh wait, these are all at advantage. So that's 26 and 24. 26 again. Oh shit, I did it normal. 26 again. Damn, my boy be going crazy. There you go. And then a 10. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So he hits 4.
Yep. Gargoyle on gargoyle action.
36 plus
8 crime.
64 plus 56. 56. Math. That times 3 is 12. So this plus 16. So 34. As he goes bang, 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 bang.
How dare you!
Eat my ass, it says.
Spawn of the fairy! He spits in your direction, Gorok.
I flip him off.
Devin, you are currently restrained by a tail.
Oh, am I? Misty step. Let me see. We misty step over here, and then give me that deck save from Fraz. DC 23.
Really? Come on, Fraz, please.
Did he fail?
He failed.
Oh, looks like you're in a ball, buddy. Auto looks resilience sphere.
What does this do?
He's in a ball. A sphere shaped force encloses a creature or object size. An unwilling creature must make a dex. Nothing, not physical objects, energy, either spell or face can pass through the barrier, in or out. They can breathe, so he's trapped for a minute. Unless you want a legendary resist.
Yeah, he's gonna have to. He'll legendary resist.
Suck my ass. Let's see how many cool bonus actions. He's already used his bonus action. So that's it. Did Laren's initiative not get in here, by the way? Because I don't see him.
He's gonna be at the bottom because I ain't trying to deal with it.
Okay.
Wait, what just happened? What?
I just rolled it. So
oh,
he's
okay.
in the list.
Well, there we go. He is 13 now, so he's going after Gale.
Sicko mode.
All right, Gale will jump over the seat to come to the aid of his beloved Sandeep, who is stupid and doesn't realize it.
Gale's gonna fucking die. I hope.
Why do you want Gale to die? Oh, God.
He has advantage. Why aren't you crit fishing?
I'm going to now. I should have done it for Ty, too. Did make a difference, though. Alright. What else can you do, Gale? Oh, you can make 2. Cool.
Get him. Get him. Get him.
Yeah, Gale's hauling Major Gale. Gale's doing significant damage, y'all. As you see a bright streak of psychic energy flow from the dark part of his face into Fraz, who shivers with pain as he sees it coming. Out of the wounded area, Iker bleeds down onto the carpet. Is now Laren's turn, but for... Oh wait, no, Fraz doesn't have any more legendary actions till the top of the order. Laren, you're up.
Question is, how many legendary assists does this fucker have? Give me, he's gotta go up first, so... Go over here, give me a con save. DC 20.
He makes it.
Silvery barbs. Give advantage to my gargoyle.
Makes it again.
Not to, another silvery barbs from Gilrock this time.
Just keeps happening.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, new rule starting after this session: only one silvery barb per round.
Just ban the fucking spell.
I'm not banning the spell.
Advantage to a Debu.
Does he still make it?
Yeah, he makes it. He makes it. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that's fine.
Would a 10 make him fail?
A 10?
Yeah.
Yes, it would.
All right, cool. Farron is going to replace whatever he rolled with a 10 using his portent ability.
So what now?
And then Laren, because this guy he has flesh, right?
He does.
Flesh is weak.
Flesh to stone. So he's now restrained as its skin begins to harden. And it must make a con save at the end of each of its turn. If it fails 3 times, he is turned to stone. If it succeeds 3 times, the spell ends. So he's restrained right now. Considered. And then give me that intelligence save, baby.
He fails.
Okay, cool. Then he takes... He takes this damage and is incapacitated. 31. Unless you want to use a legendary resist.
Yeah, he's using his last legendary resist.
Then he takes half damage and isn't restrained. No, isn't stupid. He's not incapacitated. And then Laren's gonna go over here. Out of range.
Alright.
And then bonus action, inspire. You can only inspire 1 person per round, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna inspire Ty.
Woo! Alright, the Orb Weaver is gonna come over. Orb Weaver's daughter is gonna come over to you, Gilrock.
Hey, what's up, baby? How you living?
She touches your shoulder, Gilrock, as you feel small spiders crawl across your body. It is an uncomfortable sensation. And then you realize you are now invisible. And also you heal... $11.
I heal 11, and I'm invisible.
Yes.
Swag.
Bonus action. She is going to Misty Step because she does not want to get near him. Veitara.
I'm gonna say for funsies that right before Gilrock was knocked out was when he had the phone call with Elamara, which is why he hung up so abruptly.
He got hung up because I got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, he got punched across the room into a wall. Elmar just heard help, help, oof.
Help, help, oof! It's the Minecraft sound effect.
Hmm.
Alright, Fraz makes it as Vaytara's spell fails. We're back to the top. Fraz's legendaries reset. Make the con. Do I make the con save now?
Yeah.
Yep. 30.
Yeah, that's one success.
Okay. So he's under restrained. Remind me what that's gonna do to him in this situation.
Can't move, and he has a disadvantage on attacks.
Okay.
And dexterity saves, right? Yeah.
Yeah, restrained is disadvantage on attacks. Attacks against him have advantage, and yeah, he does have this on dex saves.
All right, he's gonna bite.
Nibble.
Moss, 23 to hit.
Disadvantage.
Yep, still disadvantage.
Let me see here.
17 for punch, 17 for second punch. All of them are
Wait,
gonna be.
Wait. Let me see some here, motherfucker. Okay, it's only when it's made against me. Then yeah, okay, yeah. So 17.
So
change it 'cause I can.
23. So 23 will hit, 17 won't hit, and then 29 will hit. So.
Yep.
So Damp Moss takes a total of 43 damage.
He's still up.
Right. Legendary action from Fraz. Oh, you forgot Laren was frightened, by the way.
Yeah, he can still cast spells.
Mhm.
And such.
Yeah, you can.
He casts. That's why he can only choose spells that had saving throws.
All right. Tail on Damp Moss. Legendary action. It's gonna be 27 to hit.
Was that a disadvantage?
Yes, it is. 27 to hit.
Okay. Silvery barbs.
26 to hit.
That hits. Advantage to Sandeep.
All right. Damp Moss takes 23 damage.
He goes snooze.
Good. Fraz gonna wait, save his other legendary action. Kind of neat.
Bagwell's turn. Shall we do? You know, if you, we do a little. He's going to do a 3rd level magic missile.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see here. Magic missile, 3 glowing darts. Because it's probably using it. Okay, so that's 6d4 plus 6. Pew, 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 pew. So that plus 6 force damage. And then he gonna sit down again.
Okay.
Not much more you can do.
Damp Moss.
That's a success.
All right. But first, Ale. Really? That would still hit. Of course, the other one has to be a nat 20.
The frightened thing, by the way, for Laren, how's that potentially changed? Is it just at the end of his turn, or?
Yeah, it's the end of Fraz's turn.
Okay, then I just... Okay, Lara's no longer afraid.
Alright, but Sandeep takes 24 damage and is restrained. He is gonna try to break this.
Break what?
The grapple. He's
Uh-oh.
of course, Sandeep, thank
if you wanna, I know you've already rolled, but you know Sandeep as a bonus action can teleport, right? Because he's an Eladrin.
I know. He.
Then why didn't you just do that?
He's thinking of because he's gonna attempt to save it. Sometimes you want to save things.
He has 5 of them.
Oh yeah, he does. You're right. You're right. You're right. I'm dumb.
Oh well, roll's rolled. He's stuck now. He wasted his turn.
Wee. He face steps.
It's fair. You can't though. You rolled it. You already rolled. Oh wait, it's a bonus action.
Yeah, I can actually.
Okay.
Yeah. Farron's turn.
Whatever shall Farron do? Rob, that's you.
Oh fuck! I forgot I was playing the game. All right. All right. He does not get any of his cool stuff back because when you cast divination spell second level over or higher, you're supposed to gain 1 spell slot. Oh, I didn't know he had that ability. Okay, that's kind of cool. Let me see. He has every reason to go ham. All right. 5th level Scorching Ray. Yes. Get him. 1.
You have advantage.
2. 3. Oh. Are you guys seeing the rolls?
Yes, they're happening.
All right, cool. I'm rolling out advantage, so we'd have to take them one at a time. I mean, set to 2. So let's do. How do I do this at fucking? How do I do this at advantage?
Right click.
It's giving me the typical options. It's that right click is giving me like copy paste, open image in new tab. Those things are not the D&D Beyond options.
You can right click to hit.
Right. Ah, there we go. Okay, I gotta click the very specific thing.
Yo.
Gotta click. There we go. Roll. Roll.
Damage that's been done right now.
Yeah, I know. I have to go through and roll the damages. So he's gonna place that 14 with the 17 he rolled to make that a hit, so he hits all but 1.
No, he
hits all of them.
18.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I need to roll 1 more. Should be 6. I think if I did my math right. Yeah.
Also hits. Yay.
Yay! Cool. Bah. Bah. Bah.
18,
Cool.
25, 28 damage.
Cool. And then because of his elemental, he could reroll 1s, which I think he rolled. He got 3 1s. So 1, 2, 3. Replace those 1s. Okay, cool. I had 3 in total. That's it. Yay.
31.
Woo!
Whoopty. Bitch, I'm aside is a movie.
Cool. And that's all.
He's no
All
longer
right.
concentrating either.
On the haste?
Damn got knocked out.
Oh, okay. It still shows him at full health on my thing, so let me refresh.
Yeah. It hasn't been changed for me either.
I haven't changed. He's just knocked out. I'll do it though.
You know, let's be funny, shall we?
Have a little hee moment.
Saga, do a little prayer for you. Oh, that was so close to working as well. No divine intervention this time. And then bonus action. We do a little is that also bonus action? Let me see. Yeah. She's going to do a mass healing word. So it's 3d4 plus 12. 3d4 plus 12 to fucking damp Laren and those two, because he can't hit the Sandeep. So damp and Laren both get 19 health back.
So does Damp get health?
Yeah, 19 health back.
Okay.
That's her turn.
Alright. Typhonios Kip is up.
He is a bardic and has advantage.
I'm aware.
I'm just making sure, because you forgot last time.
I did forget last time. Manage. Crit. Manage. Bardic gives me a what?
D10.
Okay, add
The
it to
D12.
Oh.
And he can add it to the damage if he wants to.
He will. Does he crit? Are you kidding? Whatever, I'm taking the first one. Alright. Vicious Trident. Woo! Which means if it's a crit damage, it takes extra...
Woo!
Plus 7, so that's 21 damage instantly to Fraz.
Woo!
The other one... Yeah, I believe he has Piercer.
So he adds another die on his crits, and
Yep.
he can reroll once.
Yeah, that's what I'm just checking. So one more 8. 5 is good. Right. The action for... Right. There we go. 14 plus 12 plus 5, so 14 plus 12. 26.
31.
Sorry?
It's 31.
Thank
14
you.
plus 12 plus 5.
Oof. Ooh. Bonus action, legendary action Fraz before Laren goes. Stick is back out.
What do you do?
He's taking the stick back out.
Oh, okay. So counterspell.
Yeah. What level?
Don't matter because you got a 20. So it's 17. It's 7th level again, right?
Yes.
DC 17. Shit got counterspell. A Devin once again snaps.
Why won't it break?
Because fuck you.
You rats!
Hey, don't say that to my brother. Give me a charisma saving throw at advantage. No, at disadvantage, I mean. Because silvery barbs.
14.
Oh, he's force caged. Yo, guys, we got Fraz trapped. Now we don't even need to kill him. So Laren, says, "Toodaloo, toodala, you're trapped in our fucking house," and a a bunch of poles sticking to the ground around Fraz as he has been force caged. And Laren says, guys, we don't need to hit him anymore. He's trapped for an hour. So now, we can do whatever we want. I can even call up my grandpa, and he can do this little thing called planar binding on this boy. And then he walks up to the cage and says, well, aren't you an ugly fucker?
Okay. Well, that happened. God damn it, Fraz couldn't fucking snap the stick. I even had another thing for him to use. Well, Palmethus, you arrive on an awkward situation. Hello?
How'd she arrive before the people flying?
I'm muted. My bad.
They're all coming. They're all coming. Give me a second. She's a little bit behind. I'll move her over. Oh, Elmar is also this is an awkward situation anyway.
How'd Palmethus show up before the flying people?
She didn't. I retconned it. Leave me alone.
Okay.
Leave me alone.
Larry's gonna pick up his phone and say, call Sadiq. Go, people, people, people. You need to come here right now, as we've got a demon.
Do I need to roll initiative, by the way?
No.
We're still gonna do initiative rolls?
I mean,
he's trapped for an hour.
He's trapped for an hour, but he can. Wait, no. You can, what? Send the thing. He can't teleport.
He can try, but he needs to make a charisma save every time.
Yes, I mean he will try, but I need other things.
It ain't his turn.
I know it isn't his turn, but I don't know because y'all.
Yeah, post the rules for Force Cage.
I can get it. I'll get it. It's a long fucking thing. Do I have a display in VTD? I didn't find it. I'll just copy it and write it down. Here he comes, boys.
Here come the boys. Loo, 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 loo.
All right, Elmar, what do you say as you drop down and you see Gargoyle?
Yep. Abject disbelief, to be quite honest.
I'm also in that state at this moment as well.
Yep. Got lads. So,
Laird just nails.
Blake. What happened?
We got it. He sprung out of the little the weird girl. But we got him. Dings towards the cage door. He's trapped for the foreseeable future. He can try to teleport out, but I don't think he'd make it.
Yeah. Elmar will slam the exit top button on that. He's gonna make it. Yeah, so she'll look at everyone else. How are we gonna kill him?
Well, we were kind of waiting for reinforcement. This is a demon lord. I figured it'd be smart to immobilize him for the foreseeable future, for the time being. And Gilroy's gonna get up and be like, "Yeah," and he has a piece of my grandpa.
Not here yet.
Gilroy is. He has a piece of my grandpa.
And you're not getting it back.
Yo, Victor, you want to try and get the branch? What is that even?
It's a branch from our tree, Gilrock. It has power over our family.
Well, what if me and you try to maybe get it later?
How are we going to take it? How did you get it? Because I'm good at what I do. And what I do is theater.
Yeah. Well, it seems your act is over, bucko.
I'm sorry, that's out of character. I had to laugh. Arrogance does not become you. Hubris.
And sitting in a cage surrounded by enemies doesn't look too good for you either.
No, it doesn't. But I'm never without a contingency.
Yeah. Lamar, can you kill this fucking... What are we doing? Are we killing him, or should we try and wait for Sadiq to pull up? What do you guys think?
Well, I don't... Brother, what do you think we should do?
Yeah.
What? Sorry. Casper, what did you say?
Nothing. I said, oh, hey, Ravarsi.
They're kind of just hanging around back here, like, baffled as Ravarshi is gonna step inside.
Earthsalt also stands there just completely like, what the fuck? Just, huh?
Is that Fraz or Blue? In the flesh, you idiot. Also, speak my name again and I'll rip your tongue from your lips.
Spit. Walks back.
He wipes your spit away from him with kind of a chuckle. Feisty one. You won't be laughing so much when I manipulate your family into killing each other inevitably.
Shut up, trash.
Big talk coming from a sandblood who lost her own house.
Rolls eyes. Yeah, she'll look at everyone else. Yeah. The moment that cage drops, we know what to do.
Indeed. You see Bagels is standing with his musket on like the top of the table, just aimed.
Yeah. What were you hoping to accomplish fighting so many people at once?
I wasn't hoping
your other
to fight
trash
people.
friend,
He says, quite frankly, interrupting you.
Yep, looks around. Seriously.
I am serious. Or am I? That's the issue, isn't it? You don't know my machinations. Your brain couldn't possibly comprehend one iota of the schemes that go on within my mind.
Your lips must be really chapped for sucking your own dick so much. Jeez. How did other demon lords tolerate you?
Because I'm good at what I do.
Getting caught.
A minor inconvenience.
Well, Fraz, is it okay if I call you Frazzy?
Who's saying that?
Gilrock.
What?
You're not looking too
what
hot. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Earth possessed you to speak to me, rat.
The fact that you're surrounded by enemies, none of us are even close to dead, and you're looking pretty fucked up yourself there, buddy.
Oh yeah, I guess I should go around using my loud hands on whoever's injured.
I like our odds a little bit better than yours right now. Should you break out?
It's unfortunate that you caught my lie, but next time I appear, I'll make sure I'm more seamless in my capabilities.
So the homeless girl who rides on people's furs and always hits on them wasn't... You thought that was subtle, or...?
That's what she's actually like. Have you met her?
No, I haven't, but I'd figured to infiltrate someone it'd be smart to pick someone a bit more inconspicuous. You know?
I can't help that the Orb Weaver and her daughter hired someone incompetent.
Gilor looks towards the Orb Weaver's daughter. On that, we can agree.
Shira was an orphan. I was trying to be helpful. She would have starved on the streets if we hadn't taken her in. She seems very defensive in that moment.
Well, no, Matt says she's either dead or going to be, I would assume.
Yeah, and none of you seem to give a shit. She's probably dead. You can see the emotion rising in her voice.
That's a terrible... that is terrible if she was innocent normally, but the only Shara we've known has been quite crazy, annoying, and tried to kill us.
She's annoying and crazy in real life, but that doesn't mean she deserves to die.
No. But we can't do anything about that right now, can we? Maybe we should deal with the matter at hand. Head takes his, points his head towards the Demon Lord, and maybe you should inform your mother that her entire operation is probably kaput, since they know all of your secrets.
I'm aware. I don't... What are we going to do about that? Go up against the wall, just kind of slouching. Fraz just kind of smiles, twiddling his thumbs a bit. My. What other secrets could I possibly spill today that could get people in trouble? He turns his gaze towards Gale. Palmithus, you show up, you see Fraz sitting in a cage calmly.
Yep. And she will simply sit on this fountain, wondering where that fat, lazy bastard went.
He was clearly too lazy to show up. You picked the laziest guy. He didn't even come.
He's also a fat ass. He's probably just too slow.
He's probably rolling down a hill, regretting life.
Big follow around by Stewie Griffin with a trombone.
In your mind, you hear, Get the Lord and his brother into some sort of fight. Need a distraction.
How the fuck does he expect me to do that, to be honest? Yep.
You're his servant. He doesn't care about your health and safety. Girl, he cares about his own ass right now.
Yeah, I know. Nah, she'll get up and just simply walk in. Yep. Look at him. It says, "Oh, is that fair?" Point.
Ravarshi kind of glances over. Yes.
He is small.
Yeah, I'm aware. Baron kind of is just awkwardly standing around.
Arizona also kind of looks at him and goes like, "You've met him, Ariana. You should just 8% the date."
Yeah, well, he's just that forgettable. I'm sorry. Just rolls eyes.
Fair. But my lord, this is something we probably should take into account, that not only one, but apparently 3 demon lords have infested our city without us acknowledging or finding out.
Yes, this is
How did they get in here?
This is very bad. But also, Ravarshi, you can see a scientific curiosity almost in his eyes as he comes close to the cage. This is so fascinating. Urzoth, do you not realize who this is? It's Fraz Blue. In the flesh.
She's standing with her axe, just like, "Yep, I know."
This is extraordinary. We are in the presence of a near godly being. Victor, moderately offended.
We shouldn't give it too much aberration. This is a being of lies and deception more than anything else. You need to be careful what you divulge. Your admiration will be used like puppet strings.
It's merely scientific. I studied these creatures and devils. I hate him. Like he looks to you and he appears very earnest when he says that. I am a devout follower of the gods. Have you not seen my shrines? But to see one up close and personal like this is... I'm befuddled, amazed. Could be. He smirks.
Just be careful. It looks as powerful, she strains the word, truly not believing it, as these beings can be. Yeah, look to you. It's never direct. Demons are never direct in their manners, except for when they're on the offense. Everything else they do is layers upon layers, particularly this one. For all you know, he could have planted your admiration and your awe in your head. And you should probably take a step back.
I may have. Who knows that I didn't slip the book about demonology that he liked to read. Chapters 4, 5, 6, specifically subparagraph 5, the quote about Fraz Blue during the Great Dawn Wars, into his nightstand when he was a kid. You see Ravarshi appear a bit uncomfortable as he does take a step backwards.
My lord, do you really have a book like that?
I do?
Is that legal? She'll say, knowing damn well what the answer is, but wants him to say it.
Yeah, Ursula's eyeing him a little bit on that one.
It's science. This is arcane information.
Well, the Sultan was... This is Gilrock. Wasn't he punished for scientific endeavors himself?
I'm not using demon's blood. This is me reading a book. You are allowed to know thy enemy.
Seems like you do more than just know.
Yeah. Farron, is this true? Does your brother really admire demons as such?
Well, I wouldn't say that. He is, he's just, he tries to rub his head. I don't see this line of questioning as useful.
Oh, it may not be useful at the moment, but she'll lean in. She'll say, "Where do you think he gets a sense of superiority from?" Pat on the back.
He kind of stammers, uncomfortable. Elmara, I would not. I am not in possession of illegal books. Ravarshi puts a hand on his chest.
Well, then if I'm inclined to believe you, but looks, even a demon lord of lies and deception would either lie or spill truths to try to get him out of a situation.
I have the book
way.
on me. He'll hand you a book.
A genuine surprise. Like, what the fuck? Is this illegal?
Is this allowed?
It's a reference textbook, and he is a noble. He is allowed to own it.
You're under arrest. You committed crimes against Skyrim and people.
Yeah. This will kind of whisper, probably this will whisper in Farron's ear again as Almar kind of looks at the book like, huh, I didn't know this was a thing. She'll say, imagine what type of secrets he learned from something like that. You're his brother. Shouldn't you be concerned for his well-being?
I am concerned for his well-being. He doesn't talk to me. You can see Farron getting a bit ruffled by that one.
Yeah, he doesn't talk to you because he doesn't respect you. But here he is, admiring demons, and you're just standing around letting him do so.
Ravarshi, what could you possibly have to say right now?
Pat on the back. Get him, tiger.
I don't know if it's a good idea for you to keep that volume after this. It is an arcanium volume. It's been in our family for generations. But, clearly, if Fraz tried to influence you by placing it in your childhood, he could just as well be lying, Farron. You think that he, as powerful as he is, he's going to tell us the truth? Smirk.
Mm-hmm.
And when have you started to care about me, huh? When did you, is anyone gonna say anything as Ravarshi's hair goes from pitch black, lighting on fire, as he approaches? Yeah.
I was waiting for a, for a moment of pause. Larry does a little cab whistle. Just...
Yeah.
Children! Is this the time to bicker, really? And, like, turns to, like, the nods towards the Demon Lord still sitting in the cage. You can get over whatever squabbles you have and agreeances upon how you came in possession of that book when the guy's not there, right?
Don't mind me. I'm just relaxing. He leans back purposefully.
You're quite obviously trying to plant little seeds of mistrust between the group right now. Peril just says, and these two idiots are falling for it. So I say, it points towards Elamara, as you probably also agree, we should just ignore everything he says.
Yeah, Elmar will hold up the book. Unfortunately, this is hard. Yeah. Like I was mentioning earlier, the demon lord such as this will spout both lies and truths to get him out of a what if sticky situation we're in. As long as you don't let our guard down. He says, just like how we discovered this book, we can use this information to our advantage, as he's simply a cat in a cage, clawing his way out. If we just simply make sure that the cage never breaks, he can claw all he wants.
Interesting thought. Oh, look who's here, if it isn't Mr. Holy himself. Describe how Sadiq teleports in.
I mean, it's just like a light beam, because it's nighttime, right?
Yes.
So just sort of like the sky opens, a little light beam comes in, and he does the fucking, the Thor, what's it called? Okay, the Bifrost Bridge teleport from Marvel, just on the ground, stumbles a bit, corrects his little mantle, and he goes, oh, hello, oh! Looks to you, Elmar, what
Fraz is in the cage. I'm honestly not sure how he got there.
Oh, that was Laren, did you do this? Yes. Oh. What? You said like, oh, okay, I get it. This could be very useful for us if we act very quickly right now and put down some glyphs. I can get into this, and he starts like rubbing his hands together.
Distract him. Try act like
Sadiq starts drawing binding symbols on the ground around the cage.
Elmara, you now have a tome of demonology.
Yay! Guess who's gonna confirm or deny everything in here? My dad, yay! It's my dad.
You mean your grandfather? Your dad was a piece of shit.
Yeah, my grandpa. Yeah. This week. Hana. Yeah, Pumpkin will say. What are you doing? Because if you're planning on actually keeping this thing in our city, that's not something you could just simply do.
Oh, I am not planning to keep him here. No. I'm planning to blind him to my will so he can tell me all of their dirty little secrets. Oh, hi, Ravarsi. I hope you've been doing well. That sounds like a good idea, right?
No, says Elmara. Binding a demon lord to your will? For all we know, that's what Fraz wants. Do you know who you're messing with?
Yes.
I don't think you do.
I think he knows a little bit better than you, but he doesn't know as much as he likes to think he does.
Well, I have this nifty little spell that I've been wanting to try for ages. And, Usually, for a man of himself, it would only require quite a lot of gold, which shouldn't be an issue for me.
Our
But,
character.
Elamara,
Have any of my characters met this thing before?
Who?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Elamara has
Met who?
for a little bit. Me,
Yeah.
Sneak.
Oh, yeah, you, I mean, he's famous. Elmar knows who he is by name alone.
Most powerful cleric in the world.
Not the world, but he is one of the most powerful magic users currently on the face of the planet.
Level 20 cleric. But Elamara, with your parentage, you probably have some know by yourself. If I attempt to plane or bind this thing, usually in every other case I've done that, they have to do whatever I tell them.
Yes, but its mind, it's free to roam and do other things. His words and his manipulation.
Do you...
This is not to be a demogorgon who will thrash and complain and spit in your direction. He'll use you. Use you, your power, your wealth, and certainly your divinity.
Well,
All while underneath your foot. Pretending to be the dog that you have a whip to. You don't want to mess with a being such as this. And besides, his demonic influence will corrupt all around him, whether he wants it or not. Playing or binding him would only lead to further demonic corruption of this city, or wherever you end up taking him.
Well, in that case, what do you recommend? Shall we vanquish him right now and have him recouple in his layer of the abyss, or should we try to have some way of immobilizing him and taking him away from his side of the battle? You have a greater military mind than me, so.
A being such like this is nearly impossible. Yeah, impossible to keep down. But there are a few ways. One, he probably has a shard of his soul somewhere. If there weren't many other demon lords and ruckus going around in the world, I'd say we can interrogate him. Or more like steal from his mind the location of the shard, destroy it, and then destroy his body to kill him forever. But it's not that simple anymore. And he looks at him. Do you have a way of keeping him inside some sort of demi-plane?
Ooh. So
Well,
creative.
I know my grandson has a pair of dimensional shackles. If not, I mean, one of the gods probably should. I could call. Would you like to meet Jaimar, Fraz? I'm sure he would love to see you.
You're really going to bring down Horseman upon me.
Well, I'm
How
sure
banal.
the gods have somewhere to keep you. Does that sound good, Elamara? If I call down the king of the gods to take him away? Do you think he could keep him locked away for a little bit?
Out of character. That sounds like a good idea, right? Right? Right?
It is a good idea, but there are contingencies you need to be aware of.
What contingencies would there be aware of? Because Rob can't think of them.
Jaimar may be busy. He may be currently fighting demons as you speak. He might not be able to show up.
To be fair, 20th level cleric divine intervention works automatically.
Yeah, but doesn't mean that the god actually obeys what you say.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. But what Elmar will say is that it's always worth a shot. If he chooses not to respond, then that's on him.
Well, let's make an attempt. Cracks back.
If only I could summon my grandpa. He would take care of this instantly. But I can't, because that's evil.
Well, we'll try another case then. And he twists a little bit on his staff to sort of have the moon be more impressive and go. His eyes glow silver, and he goes, because it's nighttime. My lady Soltanna, we have a guest I'm sure you would like to meet.
Okay. The clouds part as the sky begins to glow with the light of the largest moon, as from the heavens floats down a pale blue elven woman with spider body. If I can get her picture up. Ugh. Be here.
Oh, deep bow. My lady, look what fish my grandson caught. Points towards Fraz.
There we go.
Would the gods have a prison for him to stop his potential respawnation if we just vanquish him right now and potentially hinder the demon's plans?
A prison for the god. Everyone in the room, I presume, falls to their knees.
Sadiq does a very deep, respectful bow.
I'm asking everyone else, because I know most everyone's going to, but I need to make sure if anyone's not doing something.
Nah.
Yeah, do the knee.
We do the knee.
Pilot will too.
This is bad. You want the Grand Celestial to die?
What the fuck is she gonna do? Can't dispel, can't disintegrate. She can't do anything outside of Seal's fate. But she knows that his soul is still, a part of his soul is still out there. So yeah, she'll just stay with how she is. That's gonna be her route. Her victory isn't here. Her victory is somewhere else.
Prison. I don't know if we can keep him in Celestia. I would worry about the corruption he could bring and the discord he could sow. My lady, I would be nothing but a humble guest for you. It would
if
be.
You gag him? Hog tie him, gag him, throw him in a hole somewhere. Then he can't spew his lies, at least not to nearby people or celestials. Have him under strict access, only to be seen by people who could resist him, like yourself or Jaimar. No lowly angel that could be influenced by his silver tongue.
Hey. The pain.
The fuck?
What?
Why are you moving?
Oh, because she's moving him. You see him being put in a silver sphere and being floated towards her. He can still talk. He's just sitting there kind of patiently. He ain't gonna break character. I feel so much pain. You can see her body ache as she brings him closer towards her. The deceit, the evil. It's disgusting.
He gives her a little pat, enhance ability. Gives her the eagle splendor, advantage on charisma.
Do you feel all those souls that I took from you, your daughter? The screams of every life I snuffed out as I sent a bomb, radiating over one of your beautiful cities. A bomb which left those survivors mutated and scarred. Mothers without their children. Children without their mother. Father. Noxious fumes ripping the lungs, mutating them into horrid blobs of flesh. Do you feel that, Lady of the Moon? Does it make your bleeding heart weep? Shut your mouth, filth. How is Elmara reacting in this situation?
Yeah, she's just watching. I mean, God present, what's she gonna do?
But what is she feeling? Because I think this is the first time you've seen... No, you've seen her before, but not very frequently.
Yeah.
I've seen Jaimar more often, because usually...
Yeah, I'd say, not foreign to witnessing gods having, not having the best respect for them. She's just something watches. Mesmerized by the coloration of the wings, but can't help but think this is way too close to how Love normally looks. Come on, you got distance yourself a little bit.
I mean, they're twins, so...
Yeah, but you're God. You can make yourself look different. No excuses. Stop looking like your twin. Yeah, Pally is currently crying, but she's trying her best to hide that. But Elmar's obviously eyeing that up. Like, why the fuck you crying, bitch?
What other things can I sow the discord within the masses about? Silence, I'm preparing your prison. Silence? You have no dominion over me whatsoever. I am truly free, for I do not bow to the confines of the gods, to their vacillating whims of fortune and folly. I represent true freedom, freedom from your tyranny, freedom for true willpower, the ability for one to make one's deepest desires incarnate in flesh. Escorial, do you care to tell your grandfather about the things you witnessed in the southern seas? Oh wait, Casper's still gone.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
I was just gonna say, give me a sec here. Let's see here. Does that make it then? This is new. Border, sure. Donde eres? I didn't want to show up. Well, anywho, as he goes blah 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 blah. Eventually, his mouth continues moving, and then suddenly no sound comes out as Sadiq has cast silence.
Is that a save throw, or what is it?
No, it's just no sound passes through that barrier. So as he speaks, he goes, so anyway.
Yep.
And his mouth continues moving around. So actually, before he even said the whole, is Corel, would you, no sound. So he got a little tired of hearing him go yapping, so. And then he just says, oh, there you go, my lady. I figured you would be interested in hearing what you had to say anyways.
Unfortunately, I can hear everything he's saying.
No.
Also, he can speak telepathy to everyone, so that actually doesn't silence anything.
Yeah,
if anything, it makes him more manipulative. You can't give him the advantage.
And then he removes it. Fuck it.
Well, yeah, no, I'm gonna roll with it. Sadiq, it is silent for you.
I figured everyone here has like a ring of mind shielding, so you can't speak to a Debin, Damp, Gil.
Elmar, do you have a ring of mind shielding?
I don't think I do. Let me double check. I have a ring of protection, so no.
Alright, well, Isco is gonna hear it. Scorial, do you care to tell your grandfather about the things you saw in the southern seas? About that girl you couldn't save? How the actions of your party drove her to suicide, how you live with the guilt every day? Would you care to tell them about that? Gale, why don't you tell them about your dirty little secret? about your imagination, the way that you've constantly had your heart set on someone, imagined them compromised. How is Elmara feeling in this moment?
Watching intently. Waiting. Waiting for a real excuse.
Elmara, you're gonna tell them about the deal your mother has with the King of the Gods in front of his wife? Soltanna pauses at that.
Yep, raised eyebrow.
I see I've struck a nerve. What deal? What is happening?
Yeah. What is she gonna say? Yeah, to say, yeah, he's simply playing you.
I can detect when he's lying. That wasn't a lie.
No, it wasn't. But he's still playing you. He wants you to act rashly. If you could please take care of him first, then all the explanations are yours to be had. I'll look her in the eyes while I do that.
Fine. Fine.
Get him the fuck out of here.
Fuck it. Go to the back of case.
Go in the naughty corner, Fraz.
In your mind, Palmethus, you alone will hear, find the crystal and follow them, infiltrate their group, become friends. Do what you can. Find the crystal in the Black Road. He is orbed out of there.
Beep about from Sadiq. Thank you.
1 second, Sadiq. Thank you very much. She'll kiss your hand. She'll transform physically into, like, her elven form and step right up into your face, Elmara. She is still, like, 7 feet tall, even in this form, so...
Yep.
Sadiq goes, ooh, catfight.
Yeah. Taking it back, like, what the fuck is going on? Why are you acting like this, you stupid bitch?
Well, you stepping up to me.
That's what's going through her head. If she reacts to that, she reacts to that. Oh, yeah.
What is going on?
Fuck, I gotta go to our DMs. I didn't think this would come up. Yeah. To say, you, yeah. How do I say this without acting like a complete cunt? Yeah. Yeah, she'll say, yeah. Jaimar's will cannot be denied by myself or anyone in this world, and you know this. So when he came to my clan asking to rear children, she'll say, you could not say no. You know what wrath
That's
he'd bring
not
upon.
true. That's not how he is. And also that isn't true, but anyway, you can continue.
Well, to a normal
to her clan, yes.
Yeah, to a normal, very devout zealot people, if a god tells you, hey, do this, they're not gonna be like, no.
He did say you had a choice. I want to be clear.
He did say he had a choice. Well, just like when I put a gun to your head and say you have a choice, you either give me your wallet.
He didn't do it. I mean, you can interpret it that way. They are immortal. They don't understand y'all. But I just want to be very clear.
Gotta remember
that was not the intention.
Gotta remember when a giant golden horseman says, "Hey, you got a choice." And when you fuck your mom, you're not gonna be like, "Hey, no," because what if he then gets mad and just stomps on you?
Because he's a good guy. Yeah. He's a good guy.
Yeah, you can think he's a good guy, but he's still a god, and God can be fickle. You know?
Yeah. He'll say, yeah, Jaimar wants an heir. Wanted an heir with someone of my mother's blood. I'm sorry. But I couldn't say no.
That's bullshit. What's this a wisdom save for?
It's Gilroy can't not.
Is he
being
gonna
able to-
fucking laugh?
No, it's not being able to, because he, I'm assuming fucking Soltanna can read minds, but he can't stop himself from thinking. I mean, that's nothing outside of the usual with Jaimar.
All right,
It really is.
Gilrock, I need a wisdom save.
Is this a spell or a charm?
It is a spell.
I have advantage. That's a fucking 15.
You fail as you feel
Uh,
her anger, her wrath of the blood moon. Your blood
shit.
freezes in your veins as your heart stops before she quickly will turn around and run over to you, floating
she
in air,
fucking
and then
killed me.
yeah, she did kill you for a second, but like you quickly regain consciousness. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? I'm so sorry, my child. She'll kiss your forehead.
Gilger's just like, yo, what the fuck happened? Because that happened like in the span of like a 0.5 seconds, I'm
Yes.
assuming.
Yeah.
So he was just suddenly like, everything went dark. I'd be like, huh, you are, what happened?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Why are you carrying me?
Mom?
Mom.
Because I love all my children. She'll kiss your forehead. Now,
I'm an inside
please.
check this bitch. This is sus. That's a 27. Did she just kill me?
I mean, she still loves you. She's being truthful. She does love
Yeah,
you. But yeah, you can
but
tell
when
that something just happened.
So did the rest of the people just see me go like having a stroke, like grab my chest, like
Yes.
Yeah, this is why I'm always asking everyone to leave.
yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
this is stupid.
yeah. So he's just thinking like, but he goes, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. And sits down beside his grandpa. You can have your conversation.
Yeah, fuck this. Nobody's clearing. She's gonna go to the store and look at the god. Like, do you want to continue us outside?
Yes. Sadiq, Farron, would you mind coming with us?
Simping
Okay.
noises from Baron.
What?
Okay.
Farron bows his head, kind of honored, and he'll awkwardly stand next to Sadiq. Sorry about that. I'm very sensitive about this issue. For many reasons. That's not correct. She'll look at you very sternly as she says this. I wouldn't expect somebody who worships a tyrant to understand that. But that's fine.
Grits teeth.
Well, you would know if she's lying though, Sultana, wouldn't you?
She isn't lying. She isn't lying about what she believes. But I know... Listen. None of you understand. I don't know how to explain it in a way that this is going to make sense to any of you. But I know him better than anyone else. I've known him since the beginning of this solar system, essentially. Forever, in your terms.
Just with his hand sort of open. So if I get this right, Elamara, your mother had a child with Jaimar.
It wasn't much of a choice.
No. Well, why? I have to ask, and with all due respect, why is that such a bigger deal than? Gives like a sort of apologetic look towards Sultana. The other demigods that Jaimar has fathered.
Because of who her mother is.
Gives a sort of like, well, look towards Salamara.
Mara doesn't fucking know. There's like, home, written all over her face. And what special trait would that be? He failed to explain any reasoning.
If she hasn't had the temerity to tell you, then it's not my place to tell you either.
Hey, yep. Disappointed. Fine.
Is this pertinent to the success of the mission, my lady of the moon? Perhaps. Prophecies are strange beasts, and it is not... Well, it is partially my job to work. But I prefer those of the stars and those of the oracles that are the fates. But she hasn't told you everything. That much is clear. Sadiq?
Yes.
You are loved and you are
Yes.
cherished.
Oh, thank you.
Baron, you are loved and you are cherished. He accepts the hug, but he's confused. She'll look back at you, Elmara.
Why did we go outside for this?
I was hoping this would be private.
It
Not
is-
looking at you.
It is private. What I know, Sadiq has a right to know. He has done everything in his power to serve me. He has gone out of his way to heal the sick, turn the evil back to the side of good. And Farron is an up-and-coming acolyte and needs to learn how to harness his powers properly so that he can understand them. I don't want Victor or Gilrock out here, considering who Victor is. This is a private matter. You should speak to your mother, though. It's not my place to talk about what's her business.
But it's okay to let these two in on my business.
Hey, Sadiq just gives her like a... puts his hand up in surrender like, hey.
If it weren't up to me, this would have never happened. But you know as well as I do that as soon as he arrived, fate was sealed. Was it not?
Your mother has her own choices as well. But acting like she isn't her own woman. Sadiq, this is the first time you've seen Soltanna angry. Her bright silver eyes are glaring daggers at Elmara.
Sadiq feels very awkward. It's like, hey, yeah, I'm just, I'm the cleric man. I'm just here. It's kind of the vibe when a person you don't really know meets a person that they don't really get along with, so you're just there like, I don't know either of you well enough to enter into this conversation.
Yeah, and she'll say they quit acting like Jaimar wouldn't force a situation that's favorable to him.
What are you saying? She steps up to you once again. Her hair begins to float around her.
I'm saying that as soon as Jaimar arrived on my territory, there was no choice.
Alright, Elmara. I need a strength saving throw.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm good at
actual cat fight.
It's not gonna be much of a fight.
Sadiq's gonna, hey, Elmar's got pretty good strength.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Did you actually
Fire,
make
Aura
it? Did you actually make it? Oh my god, you actually made it. So somehow Elmara stands in place as you see a beam of moonlight shoot out of Soltanna's hands. You're gonna take half of this damage. I have no idea.
Jesus fucking Christ! Yeah, just half of this damage.
Yeah, just a casual. Oh my god, I lived.
Yeah, that's why this is impressive. You should be impressed. I'm impressed, y'all.
Bro, Soltanna, the mother of all mothers, just tried to fucking
Vaporize you, to you, and you lived, and you didn't even get moved back either. What the hell?
So do we? Does Sadiq just?
What type of damage is that?
Radiant.
All radiant.
It's all radiant.
Does Sadiq just see Elamara stand still as blood shoots out of her eyes, ears, nose?
No, you see a moonbeam form in Soltanna's hand as she's not trying to kill Elmara in that moment, but
are you sure?
I don't know. I mean, she might. She might. She's pretty upset, so she might be going a bit overboard. But you know, if she wanted to, she could just kill you then and there.
Whoopsies.
You're back at full health, by the way, Elamara. You don't need to change it. Sadiq just kills you.
I want to hear what Elmara does after. After you see a
I'm just saying.
wide beam of luminous, blazing hot moonlight shoot through your body, and you're still standing.
Dusk, just letting you know. Because you might have forgot, this door isn't here, so we like all.
Yeah, you all did.
No, it's not good. Look, she fucked up. She fucked up.
Stunned silence.
Yeah, she will. Yeah, no, there is stunned silence for a moment. She is appalled by a being that's held in such high regard will stoop to such demonic methods of discipline, of just demonic, emotions. But Elmar it's clear on her face. She's no longer looking at a god in her eyes. She's looking at a fucking monster. Yeah, and she realized she was barking up the wrong tree. She thought Soltanna would receive reason. Nope. It's not all disappointment. That'll definitely bring her to a knee. Kind of oozing out some of that radiant energy from her wound. She kind of rub it a little, kind of looking at it. To just look back at her.
I'm sorry.
You're just gonna lie to my face.
I am sorry.
Spits on the ground.
She'll grab onto Sadiq's hand. If I wanted to kill you, I would strike you dead right now.
Sadiq's gonna be a bit reluctant to take that hand.
Does he do it or no?
No, he's gonna not actually take it this moment because that's a very, very bad look. For a deity he, reveres as being all good, just fucking beaming someone for having an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
He looks very much like, he's very shocked. Just
Sadiq, please take my hand. I'm censoring wavering emotion on you.
He's gonna lean down and heal Elamara up to full first, just in that, magic.
Yeah, you'd get a predatory gaze as
yeah, he goes
as he does that.
Very much like open hands, like as sort of ask for permission.
He doesn't stop.
Holy shit! Somebody asked her for a fucking opinion. Holy fuck!
Yeah, it's like he's like open hands to gives you a look like. Can I?
Yeah.
Heals you to full. And then look towards Soltanna and just be like, my lady. What? That is very unbecoming of you.
For every demonic victory, look back to this moment and ponder why they win. And she's gonna leave. Ugh. She's fucking disgusted. Everyone in her room could see that. There's no respect anymore in her face.
I said the entire group that's here is just sort of like following you with their eyes, not saying anything.
Yep, gonna bust down this door. She's gonna go be herself. She has a lot to think about.
Farron, Sadiq throws Farron inside.
No, Farron stays there.
No, but he tells him, Farron, you go inside. I need to have a
I
talk.
don't want to.
Now.
She's hurting. Look at her.
Yes,
She's our mother.
you
I
are
don't. What am I?
You
Am
are
I supposed to
leaving.
leave while she's?
Farron, I'm telling you now, not as an accomplice, I'm telling you as a person above you in rank. Get inside. Soltanna, come with me, please.
No.
Soltanna, come with me. We need to have a talk away from... Looks inside. Everyone.
They should
Sort
see.
of drags her with the hand. By the hand. After him.
All right. Well, how are you doing that? Because she weighs like 3 tons.
She's gone small.
Yes.
B, she's dejected, so she's probably gonna let herself just get like sort of, pulled
Yes.
along a little bit. He's not like physically picking her up, he's just taking her by the hand and sort of guiding her a little bit
I
away.
need to speak to my children. Stop.
Yes, but not right now.
They need to see my penance.
They- But first, I need to ask you, what in the fuck was that?
You know what it is. You've read my
Yes, I know
stories.
yes. I've read your stories, I've read all of your scriptures, I've followed you in my entire life. I've devoted my life to you and your people, the gods. And here I see you strike down one of your subjects for stating their opinion.
An
You're
untrue
mortal.
opinion. That's not
Yes,
who
but
he
we do-
is.
Yes, but we are mortals. We do not understand the mechanisms of how a god's mind works who has lived for millennium, for a billion times how long we live. Her people, they live for a very short time compared to you. You cannot lash out in anger towards us like that. How are you any different in that
Real
case?
quick, I do want you to roll a religion check. This is not the first time that's happened. The specific
yeah.
subject is one where she has lashed out in anger before.
Oh,
Pretty
yeah.
badly, actually.
Okay. Let's see here. I think he's 29. So like yeah, but still, he's not speaking as in just like in general. He's speaking as in she is an image of motherhood and all that, and we're at war. So it's not really a good look. For
No, it isn't.
people to
And
see her.
she does not look pleased.
Yeah.
She looks
So
devastated.
So he's gonna say, my lady, I do not presume to understand the relationships and the history between you and your husband. But you need to control your anger in these situations. Otherwise, you will only lead people astray. How are people not going... If you were to take out the power of you yourself, infinitely stronger than all of us combined, on one of us for having an opinion different from yours, this could lead people to lose faith in the gods, which I do not want, which none of us want. But how are we supposed to be the good guys?
Sadiq, you overextend yourself with that comment. He says, holding back tears in her eyes as she grips your hand. I am not the same as them. Never compare me to my sister's ilk. Look at all I have done for the world.
Yes, I know. I am not taking away everything you've done. I know what you are. Again, I've devoted my life to you. But these are scared people. They are terrified. They cannot see you, the ones they're fighting for, striking down one of their own.
You think I'm proud in this moment?
No, I
My
do not think you're proud, but I'm just saying it cannot happen. I'm with all due respect, I understand my position towards you.
your
But
position is deserved, and I am not questioning about what I did being wrong. When I destroyed that city for what it did, that was wrong. I regret it every day of my life. What I did here was wrong. I don't know how to explain this to you in a way that's going to make sense, but I want you to imagine if your wives every time, and I love him, and I know he loves me, if they every time to their face they lie and they say they'd never do it again. They go behind your back and they find another person to have another child with.
I did not presume to know your suffering, but that isn't... As you know, that is not Elamara's fault.
It isn't her fault, but it's not. Her mother isn't blameless. You know who she is just as well as I do.
Yes, I do, but still. So, my lady...
This charade is foolish. I cannot believe a queen of that realm would do something like this. It's so debased, dishonest. But this is about me.
Yes. What... As a sort of, voice from the people to you, pretty much directly, what I have told Jaimar and what you probably already know, we are mortals. Not everyone has a close relation or has seen you many a times. For Elamara and her people, even if Jaimar says, he gives them a choice, it's seen as an honor. And I understand your position on this, but if you could imagine being a lowly mortal who lives for a single period of time, being offered a child from the king of the gods, how is one supposed to just say no? That would be like being graced by the god directly. It just sort of takes his hands out. It's what the kids would say, a no-brainer of a choice. They don't see the position you're in. They see themselves as insects compared to you, being picked out, being special. So yes, he may have given a choice, but to them, there was none.
In some ways, I want to understand, but I can't. Some of these things don't make sense to me.
A lot of the things you gods do don't make sense to us mortals. That's why we say you work in mysterious ways.
I'm aware. But what I have done is I've once again debased myself and shattered the image of who I am. Just... I love my children so much, and I really wasn't trying to kill her. I mean, you have to know that, right?
I do. But you cannot resort to discipline by pain either. That is not the way you teach.
This war ends, I'm ready. I cannot wait for victory. misery that's been suffered is so great. You can see tears beginning to fall from her eyes onto the ground.
Big grandpa hug. Or offer of big grandpa hug.
Yeah, she'll take your hug. You have done good work in my name.
I try my best.
But I can't leave here letting that be the last thing they see of me. I don't...
Oh, you definitely need to apologize, yes. Don't explain, just apologize. And understand as well. Right now, Elamara would not want to talk to you.
I'm aware. I'm still
So
not fond of her as a person, but I apologize.
I don't think you should do it right now. What, Rob? Okay. She just sort of like to Soltanna. But if you decide, you are a god.
I need to show my subjects my penance, and then I need to apologize.
Go ahead.
What's going on in the room?
Gilrock was gonna go over and check on Almara if she let him. The other ones are probably gossiping, as they do.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was gonna wait until that ended for Gilrock to go knock on Elmara's door.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is Palmethus also coming over there?
Yep. Hey, opportunity to worm our way into an alliance. Let's go.
I mean, yeah, I
like
would
the
agree.
leech he is.
So,
yeah.
You decide Elmara as I go knock.
Yeah. Yeah, the is there even a door there? I didn't think there would be a door, but whatever.
We'll pretend.
Yeah. Yeah, she'll walk over and open it up. I mean, outside of the hole that has been healed, but the armor was not fixed, so that has to be mended.
Don't worry, we got two artificers here.
Yeah. You see a face that's full of just angry hatred and disappointment.
You see Gilrock takes his satchel that he has on his side and takes out a big bottle of booze and says, "Hey, want to talk shit?"
Gilrock, I appreciate the offer, but right now, I actually need to pray.
Fair enough.
As ironic as that statement is.
I shall leave you to it.
Yeah. I'm probably kind of leaning against the wall. You look like the type that needs to spar to take an anger. I don't want that right now. Yeah. Looks up and down. You're not the only one who thinks like that, by the way. What do you mean? I saw the way you looked at her. I saw the way that you went from respect and reverence to caution to looking at her like one would look at a demon. You're not as subtle as you think you are. Or was it trying to be subtle? Dressers. Yep. Just... if you want to talk about that. Blasphemy. Winks. Those are dangerous words to be saying when the gods is ever present. Yeah, well, you're not dead. She tried to kill me. I know, but you're not. What is that supposed to mean? Shrugs. Whatever you want it to mean. Yeah, stomps over to the fire. I appreciate your sentiments, but just like Go Rock, I don't want. I'll leave you alone. Close the door.
Back in the main room, as Farron is forced away, he will return to, who is he gonna go find? Yorok went to go see her, but I guess he came back pretty quickly, so...
Yeah. I was just going around and be like, hey, you want to talk? Nope. Bye. Chatting a little bit with the damn mouse.
Yorok,
Oh, hey. Yo, what's up?
are you okay?
Pretty sure I broke several ribs. But otherwise, yeah, I'm fine.
I'm glad that you're at least alright.
She spits out a tooth.
That's fixable.
Yeah. I'll get it sorted out, probably.
He hands you a healing potion.
I just like shake my hand, like, no, I can fix it later before I go to bed. It's just, oh, what a day, huh? What a day. It's not every day you have demon lords in your living room.
Can I talk to you for a minute?
Like in private or just
outside? Yes.
Yeah, sure. Damn, I'll see you in a bit. Orc lady walks by her son. Sits at the fountain.
Farron sits down and puts both of his hands and his head in his hands and begins to weep almost.
So what's Bolden, brother?
What do you mean? I mean, I guess we captured Fraz, that's something, but it feels like for every step forward we take 2 steps back, and people just keep getting hurt under my watch, and I have a responsibility to ensure all of your safety, and I know she wasn't supposed to do it, and I know that you could see it in her eyes, at least when I went to go talk to Sadiq, but I don't know what possibly good that incident is going to come for us. The stupid demon had to open its stupid mouth and once again cause everything to go wrong. I don't even have Babor here anymore to comfort me or tell me, you can do this, you can help them, you can help lead and bring victory and everything. It just feels like he grabs onto the edge of the fountain. You can see his hands glowing white hot. I don't want to recklessly undergo my transformations. My chest, it's burning.
Gilrock takes out his lute and plays a little sing, so child, things are gonna get easier. Cast calm emotions. Before he puts his lute down and says, well, okay, so Farron, you do know that we're all at this point aware of the risks that this prophecy has entailed for all of us. We can die at any given moment. Apart from when we sleep. That we usually, it appears that we usually are pretty solid around that time. But, I mean...
Sorry.
Like, we get... I mean, if we look at it, a couple of months ago, even, it's not even that long, I was a traveling bard, going from place to place, playing my music, not a care in the world. And now all of a sudden, I was almost burnt to a crisp by my granddad yesterday. I fight mind flayers and beholders and demons and demon lords on every given day. There's an evil alternate version of me traveling throughout the multiverse trying to find me and eat me, you know? Life's gotten pretty weird in the past 2 to 3 months. And we all have our stuff, but what I just want to say is, it's not on you, right? But all of these things, and because you keep saying, under my watch, people got hurt. You can't stop it, you know?
But I want to.
I know you want to. We all want to. But that's why we all have each other's back.
2 people
It
are
cannot be
already
all
dead,
on you.
Gilrock.
I know.
3, actually.
I'm
He swallows.
well aware. I am well aware that we have lost people on the way. But that's... Quite frankly, that's the risk of the job, isn't it?
It is, but the last time I did this, we all made it out. The last time I became the hero, we all managed to do it, and you can say I shouldn't, but I don't know why I do. It makes me feel guilty, and I want to be a good champion for the gods. I want to live up to their expectation. We have the fate of the world riding on our shoulders.
Yes, we all do. Not just you. You, me, Elmara, Damp, Ty, everyone. It's all riding on us, so all we can do is try our best. There's not much more we can do. And I understand the loss you've gone through, that we've all gone through. But I'm sorry, something I've figured just in my short time of this is life isn't a fairy tale. It's not like the books. Unfortunately, not everyone gets a happy ending. I may die, and I've come to terms with that. I could die tomorrow. I almost died just earlier today. Seems like almost every day I almost die, but I haven't yet. And that's a gift. Take each single day and enjoy it, because in our line of business, it may be our last. You cannot keep bearing the weight of all the consequences of that we didn't do it this time, or if we fail, because we're going to fail occasionally. We cannot always win. The forces against us are so insurmountably powerful that all we can ever do is our best. We could all wish things were different, but they're not.
You're right. I hope there's a way to fix this.
Only time will tell. And if I could be honest with you, I was never much of the devout type. Never has been. I was skipped religion class when I was little. Didn't really pay attention when I didn't. Coming face to face, and I think that's giving me sort of like I guess an alternative way of looking at things compared to some of you. Yes, the gods are powerful. Yes, a lot of the gods are good. And I do know that we're on the good side, fighting the good fight. But frankly, after sort of becoming a champion and having most of my experience with the gods be quite face to face and not so much the belief part, they're not that different from us. If you'll allow me to be a bit blasphemous, I guess, but...
Yeah, you get a look at that comment, but he really can't refute it in this moment, so...
The gods, they have faults. They're not perfect like I remember being taught when I was little. They get angry, they get jealous, they get spiteful, and they can be... And he just sort of looks up and then says, sorry. Very, very petty.
He is petty. That's in the books, but you didn't pay attention. I didn't think you would know that. He says under his breath.
So...
But he'll kind of grab your hand in a friendly gesture. But yes, it is difficult to sometimes see. You read the stories of what happened in the West to that city and you think it must be a legend or it might be exaggerated, but I still don't know what else I'm supposed to say. She's our mother. I mean, he frowns. Thank you. We're talking.
Ain't a problem, man. It's... really our pep talks every now and then. But I gotta say, for... That's definitely not... That definitely wasn't good for morale.
No, it wasn't. I don't know what we're going to do about this, and...
Well, great leader. That's your job, isn't it? Gives him sort of a pat on the shoulder.
God.
Get our spirits up and going, you know? Make us not lose will of the fight. And starts...
I think in this point that's up to the conversation between two women that I can't really interfere in.
Fair enough.
He'll stand up.
But take it a bit easy, you know? I'm not saying, you know, don't grasp the gravity of our situation, but you can't keep carrying the world on your shoulders, thinking every mishap and every bad thing that happens to us is all on you. We're all in it together, and we can all die at any given moment.
That was a poor way of phrasing that, but you're correct.
Well, you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean. I appreciate the go inside. Go see Vatar or something. Thank you. He smiles. We'll stay. Edge of the phone.
George sits down and starts eating shrooms. He's about to trip balls. He's
are you? Because things are about to get wild.
Oh yeah, he's prepared for this, so he's taking shrooms.
Once again, back in huge spider form. Inside. Ahem. Hello, everyone.
And he's gonna be like, way the fuck over
there. So Gilrock, Soltanna has the voice of Alvin from Alvin and the Chipmunks. Do you?
Nice.
Told the witch doctor it wasn't you.
He's just sitting there, having a little goofy ass smile on his face as she comes in.
I apologize for my behavior. It was not befitting that of a mother and somebody who wants to see this mission succeed. I love each and every one of you, for you are all mortal and my children.
Victor
Victor awkwardly just kind of goes over you.
Yeah, Giller just says Victor isn't.
That's correct. But I need to show you that when the principles of my religion and my tenets are violated, I accept the same punishment that would be meted out upon my clergy. Sadiq,
Yes?
I need your knife.
Okay. Looks around in his robe for a little bit. Oh, where did I put it? Here. Takes a little knife.
You. For letting my anger take the best of me, I cast one strike. She attaches the knife to the end of a chain and begins to whip herself as you see golden blood fleeing open from the wound on her back as she brings the knife down over her shoulder.
Does that hit me?
The blood?
Yeah, it's not like spraying, is it?
I mean,
'Cause
yes,
you're
but
kind
that
of
would be.
sitting there.
I mean, it is beneficial. I know it is spraying a little bit.
Yeah, I was just asking since you're sitting there if I get hit with a golden
Roll me luck.
kush. Oh, okay.
Do you want to be or not? I mean, I don't. It was
Sure. Why not? It could be funny. 26.
okay. No,
You're
you're one
triple
off.
anyways. Oh, okay. Would've been funny, but oh well.
For using my powers against someone improperly. Second hit with the knife, once again, spraying golden blood onto the carpet. Vanessa looks very uncomfortable, as does Sudius. They don't quite know how to react to a god flagellating themselves.
Well, Vanessa's in here.
Yes, she is. She is in spirit. Leave me alone.
Bro, she got kidnapped.
Oh yeah,
by
she got.
a
You're
god.
right. I'm dumb. That was my bad.
It's literally why we were fighting in the first place.
Oh yeah. Thank you for reminding me. Goofy moment. How is Bagwell and Adebin feeling? I mean, how is Sadiq feeling? Tell me about what people in this room are feeling.
Bagwell, well, you know, he's been raised by devil worshippers, so he's just there like, lady's whipping herself. That's kind of weird. It's like he's thinking about it logically, just sort of like, so she punished, you know, she inflicted violence upon someone, and to fix it, she's inflicting violence upon herself. This seems counterproductive. He's just kind of thinking like she's a god, this'll just heal. So if all she needs to do to make up for hurting someone is do something that is kind of inconsequential to her, apart from a little pain. Adebin is just, he's very tired. He's not a fighting type, so he's just, you know, after being bonked on the head a lot and expending some magic, he's just getting kind of woozy, man. But he's also very fascinated just by Soltanna's form, so he's just kind of thinking of like, oh, she's got so many legs and thus wings, trying to think of a way to make a machine that can do the same thing. And Sadiq is very uncomfortable. He does not like to see the lady in pain.
Or acting in a manner unbecoming of a goddess. 3 lashes. She hits herself 3 more times. In quick succession. Gilrock, do you want another luck roll?
Sure. Why not? Maybe I grow a lizard tail. Her K1.
No, you don't.
Damn.
She breathes in and out heavily as she will lift the knife off of the silver chain made of ethereal metal, and she will pass it back to Sadiq. As you see, the color in her blue skin is draining slightly as blood, golden ichor drips down onto the carpet.
Sadiq, gets a little handkerchief, wipes the blood off, and then puts it back in his pocket.
I love all of you. Damn, Isco's not breaking today despite this being traumatic AF.
You're giving him triple saves? God, man.
Dude just is about, he had the thing mentioned that's his PTSD story.
He's just chilling.
He kind of has the 1,000-yard stare, but I guess he's not shattering right now.
He's become sleepy, the goer to bed.
She tries to lift herself up off the ground, but is unable to do so in this moment. She stumbles. And then picks herself back up again. She will kiss Sadiq on the forehead. And then Ty just kind of stares blankly as she kisses him on the forehead. Gilrock, do you let her kiss you on the forehead?
Bro, Gilrock's tripping balls. He's just looking at his hands. So yeah. He's just like, whoa.
Gilrock, you feel a warmth wash over you as she hugs you tight to her chest. I need a D100 roll. Actually, I need 2, please.
Okay.
Guys, immediately.
That's not what's gonna happen. No!
She squeezes me too hard. I vaporize.
That would suck. Oh my god.
19.
Alright, on the second one, Gilrock, you have a flashback to the moment you are left and at the doorstep of an orphanage.
Damn,
you are
I have
looking
flashbacks
back.
when I'm like a month old.
Yes.
Swag.
You see above you a woman with
Goo goo
bright
gaga.
orange hair. Like, what?
I said goo goo gaga. I'm a baby.
Shut up, please. This is plot. Please let me finish.
Okay.
She will pull you up to her chest and she says, I love you so much. Please be safe for me. She looks vaguely like Victor in appearance. And you flash back as your trip has, the effects of your trip are gone as you are being hugged. God damn you. Y'all suck.
That's Gilrock as he gets out of his high and has a flashback to his mom as she hugged him. You do, ah!
Okay. Soltanna backs away, kind of confused as you scream. Daytara turns over. Who is it? What was that?
No.
What was that?
No.
What was that? Hello?
You got him. It was the soundboard.
Got him.
It was the soundboard. No.
Got him.
I hate you. Don't do that. We're having a serious moment.
Yeah, okay. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I just remember my mom.
What do you mean? Daytara looks to you. Thought you were a kid when she left you.
I was like, I don't fucking. Probably like a month old or something. I was like a baby. Soltanna, you my mom?
No, I'm
You're sure
I'm
okay.
everyone's mother. I'm the goddess of motherhood.
What'd you What I remember my mom when you gave me a hug. Am I tripping still?
Because the energy... Well, probably because of my energy, it brought out the memory within you. At least that's what I would hope.
Oh. Shit.
She takes out some chalk, and she will draw a moon symbol on your forehead. This means something special for you.
Okay.
He goes around finishing and kissing everyone on their forehead. Palmethus, what do you do when she gets to you?
I accept it.
Okay.
You ain't gonna burn me.
True.
She's just a normal ass human.
Wait, is Elmara out in the hall now?
Yeah, she's been there the whole time. As soon as she felt her presence, she wanted to see what she'd do.
So did she watch the display?
Yep. She saw everything.
She will look at you and kind of pause as she puts a hand over her chest, choosing not to come any closer. Sorry for what I did. Behaved immorally. I don't ask for your forgiveness, but I am sorry.
Yeah, the silence is in character.
Okay. She'll nod and disappear. The sparkles.
Gasp.
You see Ravarshi fall to his knees and take out a necklace of prayer beads and begin praying. Iscorial takes his woad and draws moons up and down his arms as well. That was weird, Tai says.
You said it, Ty. Killer just says still laying on the ground. He's gone full on, like, head on to the ground, just looking into the ceiling.
What do we do with this? He says, pointing at the blood on the ground.
The gold blood? Lick it.
I don't think that's proper. Am I allowed to lick it? He'll look at Sadiq.
See what happens. Sadiq just kind of goes like, I'm not sure. I don't... For you, Dusk, is that like...
Oh no, that's a big no. That's a big no-no. She just performed an act of penitence in front of all of you. That's huge for a god to do. She humbled herself in front of you.
No, Ty. I don't know. Goes over a sacred flame, burns away the blood.
Well, there goes my carpet, Sudius says under his breath.
I can pay for it.
This has just been a very weird day.
Oh, don't worry about it. He goes over, gives him 20k. That should cover it, right?
This more than covers the cost of that carpet, but that's
well
not my point. He'll kind of take the money.
He points to the wall. What about that?
That's gonna be a bit more than this, but I'll figure.
We'll
we have our own money. I have my own money. Seeing the Moon Mother so upset and hurt and angry is very distressing. Hello?
Well, yeah. City just kind of says like, I don't fucking know. I guess
10 out of 10 cleric. 10 out of 10 moment.
What's he gonna say? He can't really explain. Like, oh yeah, this is so normal. This is quite, like you just said, Dust. This doesn't really happen.
No, it doesn't.
So he's kind of like at a loss. He's just there like, I don't fucking know, dude. I haven't seen that before.
You have seen it before, but it's exceptionally rare. Sadiq's 100 and something years old. It's only when a god truly feels that they have messed up would they be willing to humble
Well,
themselves in front of a mortal.
I didn't know Sadiq had seen that. I thought he had. But then, anyways, then he'd still be like, "There's not really much to say about it." It is what it is.
How's
George just kind of
Urzoth?
waves to you, and Elamar comes in. Urzoth is very confused. She's like she was expecting a fight. Came here, everything was sort of sorted. A goddess showed up, so she's just kind of like on the ground, slightly stunned, like the fuck. But yeah, as you come in, Elamar, Gillick just gives you a little wave.
Yep, just hold her hand out for the bottle as she passes by.
Gives you the bottle.
Cool. Starts drinking as she walks over to the other side of the room.
Says with his eyes closed, "Don't worry, it's the expensive kind."
Yep, just holds up the bottle, wiggles it. I'll buy you a new one.
He's about to take a nap on this floor. He's tired.
Well, everyone, in honor of their mercies, because Sudius's house is going to need to be repaired and we need to reform the wards, you all... He frowns as he turns around and looks to where Farron went. You all can come stay in the palace.
Sleepover. Let's go, guys.
Whoop, whoop.
Do you have booze?
On me, no.
No.
Anyway, I'm going back home. I have prayers to do. I have stuff I need to figure out what's going on.
Elamar, you reckon he has booze?
We can stop by the liquor store on our way. No one's stopping you. In fact, she'll take out whatever amount this bottle costs and just toss it to you on me.
I figured we could have a little drinking night later. Maybe it'd be good for the nerves.
That sounds like a great idea, Gorok.
Hey, it was just a suggestion.
I'll actually take you up on that. I wasn't being sarcastic. I know it sounded like it.
Okay. You'll have to read sometimes.
I know. I did almost just get obliterated.
Yeah, I saw that.
We could talk about that later.
Yeah, sure.
If she wanted to obliterate you, she could have easily.
I know!
Yeah.
Slash out.
Yeah, Gil just thinks like, why would you say that?
That's Victor saying that, by the way.
Yeah. But Gil just thinks to himself like, Grandpa, come on, bro. Have some tact, my man. Well, guys, let's pack our shit. I guess we're moving.
Well, Gilrock, I wanted to ask you a question before we left.
Who's talking?
Your grandpa.
Okay, yeah, what's up? What's poppin'?
What did you see? Did you see my daughter?
I guess I did.
What did she look like? I want to know everything.
You? Kind of like you. Just a girl. And just kind of goes like, no offense, less evil looking.
You can see a bright smile appear on his face.
She looked very kind.
He grabs you by the shoulders with his claw-like fingers and begins shaking you affectionately, but it's also hyper-violent because he doesn't know his own strength.
Grab it. Bones.
We could have more family. I could see one of my children alive. Gilrock,
Yeah.
I don't think I could ask for something better.
Glad you're happy.
Why isn't Gilrock happy in this moment? Grandpa's happy. I mean, admittedly, there's been a lot going on.
Well, A lot going on. B, saw my mom. Doesn't change the fact that I don't know where the fuck she is.
Yeah.
Kind of bittersweet, you know?
Yes.
It's like, cool, I got a memory of my mom that I still don't know why left me in an orphanage when I was a baby. And I still don't know where she is. So it's like, you know, hey, cool.
All right. Elmara, can you roll me a con save? How much were you drinking?
Oh, she's going down the whole bottle.
Oh, yeah, I need a con save in that case at disadvantage.
Yeah, that was some T&E's fire.
I do have advantage as being poisoned,
Fair
so
enough.
is that normal?
Then it's normal.
Yeah. T&E's fire.
That's in character.
I mean, you do pretty well, all things considered.
Yep.
Everything's just purple right now, you know. Pretty common T&E's fire wine after effects.
Mm-hmm. So you sure you want to join this? Yeah, after seeing what's coursing the city, and you're the only ones really doing anything to actually solve the problem, at least you're gonna put in the request. Fuck. I really don't want to expand this group. Yeah, it looks over to the people who haven't done shit, aka all the PCs that are here. You all should stay here, points it out. Individually names them, in case there's another incursion. Who knows what will happen to this poor house. The rest of us will head over to the mansion and...
Can you individually name who exactly you're referring to? Because I don't know.
Every single character that's controlled by a PC that isn't here. So all of Blade's characters, all of Sin's characters, all of that other girl's characters, I forget her name. Yeah, and all of Moss's boys.
Yeah. You see Devin close his eyes and just say to himself.
Yeah. The rest of us will start making our way first thing in the morning tomorrow. Do you heal? I do a lot of healing. Oh, that's actually useful. We're missing healers. Pat.
Gilrock.
Kind of says, well, firstly, we do kind of have a deal with the... Looks to check that Ursalt and stuff isn't here. The Thieves Guild in this city.
Sadiq, no reaction from Sadiq at that comment.
Sadiq wasn't listening, he was doting over his grandchildren.
Okay.
He was checking on poor little Crit with the dab and being like, oh my god, my sweet boy.
Right. What was the deal? Someone goes along with them so that for interest in blah 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 inevitable backstabbing.
We were gonna steal some shit from here that we've already fixed for some info, I guess. Well, that was kind of before we were attacked by demon lords.
Yeah, I think that changes things.
Yeah, valid.
Look, the people who are going to remain here could take care of that job. We have enough talents. It's certainly enough bodies. I'm sure they'll figure it out.
True.
She's not going to accept that.
Well,
Kiara is going to want to meet with the same people she met with the first time. Sandeep interjects.
Illusion magic, my boy.
We can go there and just drop off the statue. It's not a big deal.
Alright. We do that, then we leave. We gotta get the fuck out of Dodge. The demons know where we're at. Very specific right now, so we should probably get on the move.
What we need to do is we need to reform the wards and be careful.
Yeah,
You're not from this area, are you? The mountains are going to become impassable in the next couple of weeks.
Well, then we should probably get going, shouldn't we?
Look, we have enough manpower to do both. We do the wards tonight. We leave in the morning. After dropping off the statue. Deal?
We'll figure it out.
I'm sure we will.
I'm going to head to the palace.
But first, we all need to take a nap. A long 8-hour nap.
As the camera pans out from the scene, the cold air rushing in through the hole in the wall, people discussing amongst themselves, licking their wounds. We change scenes to... Come on. Load, please. Why isn't it loading? It's embarrassing me.
I should wrap up. I gotta go now because I got work in like 6 hours.
We change.
Yeah, I gotta go too.
Oh, well, okay. We're gonna cut there then, I guess.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Thank you for joining and watching Nightmares Incarnate Conspiracy of Demons. We will be back. Hopefully everyone will be here next week. Big things happened this session. Emotional moments. Sad moments. You know.
Swag moments.
I don't think there was a lot of swag moments this episode.
I've been Casper. This has been great. I hope to see you next week, but I really gotta go.
Yeah, good night.
So bye.
All right.
Yes, thank you guys for watching.
Thank
Hope you
you.
guys have a good one. I do
Please
need to go
comments.
too.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye.